should be able to do it. Alright. I think we are live. Let me just quickly jump to the right screen. Alright, sorry about that everyone. There was some server remote desktop issues, but we're fixed. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. This is the Majora's Mask Randomizer Tournament Season 1 Bracket Phase Round 1 between What the Hell's Happened and TheMichi. I am joined by Melrose on comms, hopefully Blaze shortly as well, but just us two to start with. So welcome everyone. Welcome Melrose. How are you doing as we just get started?
Hi, nice to be here. And yes, hopefully Blaze will be here as well. We need someone who knows what we're talking about. So, in case anyone missed it, the item on the clock tower was a red rupee. And nice to have some form of money available early, if not a lot, but still nice to have regardless. As mentioned earlier, I can't see on screen what seed either of these players are, but to the left we have What the Hell's Happened. Someone who wasn't particularly motivated to participate in the tournament in the first place. Thankfully, they had a change of heart, and here they are. And to the right we have TheMichi. Someone who's a bit of an enigma right now. When myself and Riley made our predictions coming into this, TheMichi, I think had only done maybe 1 or 2 races. Definitely didn't feature, I don't think, at the time. But they have been climbing recently, and their routing is something I can only describe as unique, I must say. I think only Michi does what Michi does, so I'm very, very interested to watch how Michi navigates this seed. And Sweet. What the Hell's Happened? No introduction for him. A rando veteran at this point. I have yet to see how he fares in Majora's Mask either, so I am very, very interested to see how both of these players navigate.
And I would just see, speaking of TheMichi's random start, just see them go straight to North Clock Town, pick up the fire arrows.
Yeah, interesting that they went straight to Laundry Pool. Technically, usually you would go to Laundry Pool to try and tie in changing it to nighttime, so that you can root in the Guru Guru, who is a man with a music box turned around. He only appears at nighttime. So what you would typically do is you'd go in there during the day, like towards the end of the day, pick up the ferry, and then you would change it to nighttime and speak to Guru Guru. Michi does what Michi does. Goes straight there, picks up the ferry, and goes straight to North Clock Town to check the ferry. And it pays off. Fire arrows off the bat. Can't do anything with fire arrows right now, but nice to have regardless. And thank you, Zombie Phoenix, for the seedings. We have What the Hell's Happened in 13th and TheMichi in 20th. So What the Hell's Happened, definitely meddling in the mid-tier. He is definitely one to watch, for sure.
For those asking in chat, they are playing the same seed. This is a race to the finish of the same seed of the game. Sorry, Melrose.
I can't even remember if What the Hell's Happened fulfilled all 6 of his races either. Might have only been 5. Also, we had Great Bay Coast, Way of the Hero.
Okay.
More than likely for the song, but actually, I guess, have we seen what the starting song is?
Not just yet. No, I've not seen it myself.
Okay, so if we start with the Epona song, it could most likely be for an item. However, if we don't have Epona's song, probably for an item. Okay, phew, the Ranch Sisters have nothing of use. No ambiguous items. No need to do aliens or Kremia this seed. Unless they really want that Great Fairy Sword, but I think they can live without. This is the brackets.
I can't remember the last time I watched someone race and they had to do the Ranch Sisters. It's been quite some time.
And oh no, Path to Snowhead is foolish. What would we ever do without those 2 checks along the way?
Ocean Spider House Night 1, though, is the all-night mask, so that might be required.
I didn't see that here. That's an awful one. Now, with that said, expect Michi to pick that up. I spoke to Michi, and he will grab ambiguous items that are hinted. It's something that he will do. Twin Islands is Way of the Hero. Okay. So Path to Snowhead, not, but Twin Islands is. So even if you weren't planning on going towards the mountains because of Path to Snowhead foolish, which, to be honest, it's only 2 checks, but that shouldn't really factor into your decision making. But we have Twin Islands, Wave a Hero. Okay, so it's looking as though Michi to the right is going to be sticking around in Clock Town. Is going to be okay. We got okay. I guess I'll pay attention to these hints here. We just got Rotary Corner foolish. The land deed in the swamp house.
Oh dear.
Now,
well, at least Bank Heart Piece is dead.
At least Bank Heart Piece is dead. Thank goodness. Any seed where Bank Heart Piece is hinted dead is a good seed by default, in my opinion.
So we might need both spider houses today. Now that would be really spicy.
Now, I don't know how much what the hell's happened knows about Michi, but if I was against Michi and I saw those hints, I'd be sweating. Because I wouldn't want to go for those items, but I know Michi will. And if they're required, what the hell's happened is in hot water. So we already have quite an interesting seed developing here in terms of one bespoke for this race. We got the Goron Mask. Where was that?
Nice and early. That's, I think, the open grotto in Termina Field.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's
the path to swamp. Very nice to have that early. That's immediately a lot of... Oh, what's found in the tree? I couldn't quite tell.
It looks like a powder keg. That'd be great to find this early.
Well, he's going for it.
Yeah,
he's going for it.
Does look like the powder keg.
Wow, a day 1 Goron Mask and powder keg? What is this? This is
stuff for dreams right there.
Yeah. Guaranteed, if you ever found either one of them, you would forward time so that it's nighttime, and the very first thing you would find is the other piece of the puzzle. Having both of them immediately, this might really shake up. It is. It's the powder keg.
Yeah, it's the powder keg. Wow.
Now, what the hell's happened do from here? This is such a intriguing development because most people... Was that Beaver Race?
Beaver Race 1 dead, yeah.
So most people are going to have their tried and tested opener, which they feel comfortable with. It helps them prevent themselves from skipping anything they might otherwise skip. But having the Goron Mask and the powder keg immediately from the beginning... Do you need the bow to get the song? No, I don't think you do. No.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. So if you can get the song without the bow, then I can definitely see that being a really early play. It doesn't take too long to get done.
Nah, but that's something I should definitely know. I should know that. Kind of concerned I don't. He's immediately going for it. Yeah. Makes sense.
Would you invert Song of Time here, just to slow things down just a touch? No?
Well, me personally, I don't fit a lot into my day 1. It really depends how much you want to put into your day 1 as part of your opener. I guess with all this terminology, I should clarify what I'm talking about here. So openers are just, every sort of day 1, day 2, day 3 period of time, every 72 hours in this game, we colloquially refer to it as a cycle. So your first cycle is technically the entirety of your opener. And your opener is going to do one of 2 things. One is going to get you some hints, which Goron Village is just being hinted Wave a Hero. Expect that to be... Oh, did we just see what song we started with? Elegy. Okay, Elegy, so... Yeah. So Elegy start. Okay, so Goron Village, Wave a Hero. So yeah, your opener is going to allow you to do predominantly 3 things. 1, get you the hint to help you form a plan for the rest of your seed. 2, it will allow you to try and encompass as many Sphere 0 checks as you possibly can to give yourself a good inventory going into the next cycle. And 3rd is... I forgot what my 3rd point was going to be. We've got a bomb back. So yeah, get a hint, check yourself. What else was I going to say? I had it in my head before I started speaking. I was like, oh, this is a great point I should bring up, and I just completely forgot it, so that's not good.
Fixing what the hell's cropping just a touch. There we go. He's got the Goron Mask in on the stream. Sorry about that.
Okay, so yeah, the 3rd point I was going to make. So in the game Majora's Mask, it's already rather obvious. We have a timer at the bottom of our screens. Screens? A lot of the checks in this game are time sensitive. I say a lot, there are a handful, and I never knew that. You can bonk into a wall and the head of the cow will move. I did not know that. So yeah, a lot of checks in this game, particularly early, are time sensitive, which means you can only get them within certain hours or certain days. For example, the room key check in Stockpot Inn, you can only get that, I believe, between when is it?
Is it 1 and 4?
Quarter to 2 and quarter to 4. It was like 10 to 2, 10 to 4 of day 1. So part of your opener is going to allow you to grab those items so you don't have to worry about them later on in the game. The room key check that Michi just did is a classic example of it. And paying off for him the light arrows. Again, can't do anything with him right now. New Wave Bossa Nova in the ranch. So not much we can do with that song, but nice to have. At least it's a required song. So yes, whenever I refer to an opener, I mostly encompass the entirety of the first cycle. That's what I think of as an opener. Some people tend to be aggressive with their openers. Some people are quite conservative with their openers. Michi is very conservative with his opener. You'll probably see every single check that can possibly be done by Michi. Although we'll see what happens when he picks up the Goron Mask. We'll see if he continues with his route or if he'll switch things up. I suspect he won't switch things up. I think he's very comfortable with what he does, and he gets him results. You'll often hear me talk about Michi's routing as eccentric and against the norm, but it served him very well. So definitely not referring to his routing as detrimental to him. It's definitely... I'm interested to speak to him afterwards, if only to learn about where this style of routing developed from.
We have a really nice set of opening items here. I think if we get the bow, then it pretty much explodes the entire world at this point.
Well, we don't have a projectile weapon yet, which is often the big one. The bow will allow them to access the mountain region, which is something they most definitely want to get to as soon as possible. Granted that Twin Islands is Wave a Hero, they have bomb bags. So they should be able to get a lot done. Goron Village too. Goron Village more than likely has our Epona song, though. Tends to be the case whenever a location with a song track is hinted as being Way of a Hero, and it's accessible without Epona song. Goron Village is a great example of that. We will most likely see Epona song. We could even see Goron Lullaby with Epona song at the end of a temple. But I fully expect Goron Village to be Way of a Hero for Epona song. Now, with that said, because we don't have Epona song, that means Great Bay Coast more than likely isn't going to be Way of a Hero for the song. So we have that to at least comfort them.
Yeah, and if it is the song, it's more than likely going to lead to an item. Of course, if you get a song Way of the Hero in Majora's Mask Rando, it will only be Way of the Hero if it directly leads to an item.
That's so true, yes.
Or a Lullaby, that means that you're almost certainly going to find something in Snowhead Temple.
Yeah, so if they should find Epona song in Goron Village, that is indicative that there is a required item that is beyond Epona song. I.e., you need Epona song to get that item. But because Epona opens up so much of the game, you don't really go into thinking, okay, now what's Epona locked? What can I do with Epona song? You will be going to those Epona locked locations anyway. Okay, so Pigs, Great Bay Coast cannot be Way of a Hero for All Knight's Mask because All Knight's Mask has already been hinted with its own hint. You cannot have Way of a Hero hints overlap. So in this case, the Ocean Skull House hint can never be what is Way of a Hero in Great Bay Coast. Should Great Bay Coast be hinted Way of a Hero? Now that doesn't work. Oh, the lens. Okay, so the lens is behind the projectile. I say it's behind the projectile because going through the observatory there is a out of logic check for what the hell's happening right now. The way you're supposed to get there is you're supposed to burst Jim's bubble. Not metaphorically. You quite literally burst his bubble. You initiate a game of hide and seek, and he gives you a code, and with that code you can enter the bomber hideout. Where does the bomber hideout take you? It takes you to the observatory, and that's how you peer at the moon. The moon cries a single tear. That tear is an item. You grab the item. Happy days. Now, what you can do instead of doing all that is just backflip over the guard. He's not a particularly great guard. He's very easy to do out of logic.
Yeah, for those familiar with Ocarina of Time, it's essentially the same trick as Mido's skip.
Yeah. Mido's doing it for his own ego. That kid, I think, is just trying to fit in.
Exactly.
So I feel bad for the kid, honestly.
The bomber actually doing a job, whereas Mido's just being an asshole, so...
It's in logic. Ah, yes, that's a very good point too. It's also in logic with the Deku Mask because there's a Deku Flower in Terminal Field which allows you to go over the gate. Okay, so what I mentioned earlier with Laundry Pool, you're going to see What the Hell's Happened do that right now. So What the Hell's Happened is going to grab this stray fairy and then he'll fast forward to nighttime. So it allows him to pick up the fairy and speak to Guru Guru. Now, one of the... I forget which race it was, but somebody forgot to check Guru Guru. Actually, no, never mind. Michi's going to go straight over to check Guru Guru before What the Hell's Happened did. I say the problem with this kind of play is that it's very easy to forget that Guru Guru is a thing. Well, let's see what Guru Guru hands us.
Oh,
it's the Fierce Deity Mask.
Well, that solves some problems. With the Great Fairy Sword being absolutely buried behind Ranch Sisters, that must feel quite nice to find.
That's going to settle any nerves as well they have gone into this race. One of the things you don't want to be left with coming towards the end of the race is only having Razor Swords to fight Majora's Mask. Having Fierce Deity is lovely.
So I guess the interesting part of the Michi's route is that they now need to remember to check the North Clocktown Fairy as a Goron now that they have a transformation mask. Of course, with What the Hell's route, they go into, they get the fairy, and then we'll go into North Clocktown and do both. The Michi's already done one as child, so he needs to not forget to check it again. So I've definitely done that in the past.
Now, what I found interesting is that What the Hell's Happened rather reluctantly had to purchase a magic bean. Now, if you have a Deku Mask, it's not an issue. You can buy magic beans. However, there was the odd occasion where Deku Mask is locked behind the magic bean. Now, why would you want the magic bean? If What the Hell's Happened finds a bottle, he can pick up spring water and plant a bean and create a magic plant. A magic bean plant. Wait, what are they called? Just little platforms, like.
I guess a leaf.
Magic bean plant, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And you can ride that up into what we call Stumpy. Stumpy being the chest which is on top of a tree stump in Termina. Quite a few occasions we have found the Deku Mask. Well, I say we. I call it Stumpy.
Yeah, I was going to say, who calls it this? Is this just a you thing, or...?
I've heard other people call it Stumpy, but yes, this is the chest on top of a stump in Termina Field. And it is quite frequently had our hookshot or our Deku Mask. So even if we see a bean this early, it's still worth picking up because you don't want to be the person who skips it thinking, I won't need that. Turns out you need it.
Oh, what the hell's happened paying the 2 rupee punishment fee as the Michi finds the bunny mask.
And Michi finding the item that puts it into logic, indeed.
Oh, brilliant.
But who needs a bunny hood when you can just count to 10 and get a bottle?
Oh,
Chateau Romani.
Oh, that's lovely. That's a nice
beautiful find, yes. So now he can plant that magic bean. What the hell's happening? Probably feeling very good about buying that bean. I can imagine quite a few people skipping that. So that is a nice find.
Yeah, that is not a bad place. I mean, there could be better places to find Chateau Romani, but that's not a bad place when you want to change a cycle and pick that up.
That is true. Next cycle, you can just fast forward. If you feel like you're going to be entering your last cycle, you could just skip to night 1 immediately after playing Song of Time, go do Postman game, and it's there.
Yeah.
And it's free, too. Admittedly, they have a red rupee on Clocktown, so money isn't an issue, as far as like early purchases are concerned. But definitely nice, and it's nice to know they have the Fierce Deity Mask, and they have a bottle of Chateau Romani waiting for them when they want it. That's a really good point by Zoe too. You can actually sell Chateau Romani for 200 rupees at the curiosity shop.
200 rupees? Oh my god, yeah. That's amazing. Shame Bankheart Piece is dead for once.
Well, there could be other things you could need 200 rupees for, and a quick fix. Unfortunately, well, I'm interested to know what the hell's happened. Sells the Chateau of Mani or drinks it. He'll probably sell it, but he has to wait until 10 p.m. before he can.
Yeah.
But you have to wait until midnight to save the old lady anyway, so we're not going to run the risk of overshooting that time.
Interestingly, with Goron Village Way, the hero could be behind the Deku Scrub, so you could easily sell that for $200 to get that done nice and fast if you find the wallet.
Mm-hmm.
So, a bit of a crossover now. Michi doing some stuff that What the Hell's has already done. What the Hell's doing some stuff that the Michi's already done.
Yeah, we've reached the point where both our races are converging now.
Yeah. The only real difference is the... What the Hell still hasn't found his fire arrows.
He'll pick them up after he saves the old lady.
Yeah, and the Michi should get that powder keg in the next minute or two when they head down to Road to the Swamp.
Indeed. So what is he? Oh, he's oh,
okay.
So Terminus Scrub potentially has our first bow. Fellow bracket racer Why So Epic, him and someone else decided to data mine a lot of seeds, basically generate a lot of spoiler logs, see what trends were appearing in terms of like where items were being placed, what items were Wave Hero. And I believe he found that... Yeah, I was literally just about to say as well, 40% of the time, the vanilla bow ends up being your first logical bow, whereas the other quivers end up being somewhere in the single digits. So if you find a large quiver hinted, it's often good to bear in mind that like it's more than likely not going to be the first logical bow, like by statistics. Statistically, it's not going to be your first logical one. More than likely. Because the hero's bow...
How can they be in single digits if the actual bow is only 40%?
I think it means that like, if a location is hinted as being Wave a Hero, what item is more... What's the percentage of this item appearing?
Oh, I see.
And 40% of the time it ends up being Hero's Bow. Yet, for some reason, the quivers do the same thing, and yet they're only appearing about 8 or 9% of the time. So you can extend that into the seed as a whole, whereas your first bow is more than likely, oh, Stumpy had a bottle. Bottle-locked bottle, actually. That's spring water from the bottle to get that. You'd have to talk to Why So Epic about it, Zoe. It's quite interesting what he found, and honestly, I don't know if it's just because of confirmation bias, but I see it. Now that I know that, like, it definitely features in like how I play.
Couples mask off the bombs there. Can't hand that in just yet.
Okay, so any other person might want to rush Goron Village and Twin Islands if they were in Michi's position. But as we've established before, Michi doesn't do what other people do. Michi does what Michi does, so... I'll be very interested to see if Michi does decide to rush the mountain region, the north. But, oh wait, there's no magic, never mind.
Yeah, no magic, which means Twin Islands is not accessible right now, right?
There's one check they can do.
Oh yeah, you can do the one with the Scarecrow, but you can't get the one under the Frozen Ice. Frozen Ice? What other states of ice in?
Well... What is liquid ice?
Oh yeah, it's liquid ice.
Another ice. Alright, so both our races, I think, sitting pretty with similar inventories. I suppose Michi will pick up the keg eventually and catch up. But yeah, I can't see anything else making sense other than... Well, here's the thing. What the hell's happened? What I would be doing in this situation, I would be purchasing Red Potion and going over to do swamp stuff first. I think if you stuck to an opener that's comfortable for you and you know what you tend to do in your first cycle, it's better to stick to it. Now, why would you want to go to swamp on day 2? in the that's another lost woods. What is it? It's the Woods of Mystery. In the Woods of Mystery, every day the layout of the path changes. The Woods of Mystery is a 3x3 grid, and in the bottom right section there is a grotto, and you can only access that grotto on the path you were given on day 2.
Oh,
there's the wallet for the other bow should they want it.
Oh my god.
So even if you forgot to do North Clocktown Ferry with a transformation mask, you would not have been punished. You lose a lot of money, but you wouldn't be punished.
Now, I don't want to start screaming Jet Seed, but 25 minutes in, we only need 5 items for Go Mode.
And we have 3 unfulfilled. Well, Gorn Village is probably going to be a bonus song. Excuse me. What the hell's happened? Having a run-in with the with the tree before catching the kid. That's the thing. We're slowly collecting a decent chunk of items, but we have a Wave of Hero location available to us. Now, this is where personal preference comes into it. Are you prepared to leave behind checks, which are very difficult to route in because they are time sensitive? Like, they could leave the swamp until next cycle and just remember on day 2 to come and do this instead.
Yeah, I mean, they are almost at day 2, so it would make sense to just get it done now in terms of time's sake. Like, going there and then go on village wouldn't really be a bad play. I can't really see any negatives behind it.
That's the thing. I think in times like this, I evaluate what item will I find.
Oh, wow, the Mirror Shield and the Ice Arrows on Tingle. What the f***?
Tingle, calm yourself.
Jesus Christ. Tingle packing heat. Oh my god.
Well, those are ice arrows.
Well, yeah,
the opposites of heat. Anyway, so yeah, the Mirror Shield and the ice arrows. That's incredible. So, how many more?
I mean, we don't know if we need the Mirror Shield. We also don't know if we need the Captain's
Exactly,
hat.
yeah.
Things. But if we do need the Mirror Shield, and we don't need the Captain's Hat, then we only need 4 more items of Go Mode. We need Deku Mask, Nora Mask. We need either Garrow or Gibdo, and a hook shot. Oh, of course, and magic, of course.
Magic, we need it. Yeah. It's not on the tracker, but it's easy. Yeah. Now, what is Michi? Is Michi going to grind money? Oh, wait, no, Michi's going to do Swamp Archery. Okay. Or he's going to get money and then drink.
What you get from this pond? Is it spring water?
Spring water, yeah, but he probably should have just sold the Chateau Romani, honestly.
I mean, I guess they didn't know that they needed money until they got here, so... But you could argue...
Well, they bought the beans, isn't it? Also, Riley Drew, hi, I see you. Anyway, Alright, so I believe this is our first look at North Clocktown Tingle as well.
Which is quite surprising. I normally see people sort of jump slash this Tingle quite early. Of course, there's the Mirror Shield that we know already.
Yeah.
Not picking up that piece of heart for $5.
Yeah, there's a decent chunk of people whose opener involves exiting out of Clocktown via the north and then doing the Dongo's Grotto to carry you over towards 8 AM, which is when the Stockpot Inn opens. But they will climb up the tree, and you can down Tingle with a well-timed jump slash. But both our runners opted for other options.
So that is
that's
enough money for Michi to buy Ice Arrows and
yeah.
Shield. Doesn't look like they're going to do Swamp Archery, though.
I must say as well, I remember Michi immediately went to North Clocktown to hand in a ferry, but didn't bring Tingle down. I wonder if that's just a trick he doesn't know, or if it's just something he wasn't interested in rooting in there and then. Perhaps wants to stay in logic. But that wouldn't explain why he does Observatory, so I don't know. I got nothing.
Now, interestingly enough, the Michi picked up their keg very recently, so they have not got New Wave Bossa Nova. They will have to route that in a little later. However, it might mean that they get the check from the keg. Is it Medigoron that gives you the keg in Goron?
Medigoron gives you the reward, but we call it the powder keg challenge.
Yeah.
Granted, we don't have magic, so we can't for the ice that blocks you.
Dumping Zoroark! Oh, so baby.
So to answer the question, if we need Captain's Hat, yes, we need Captain's Hat.
Even if we don't need it for the song.
We need Captain's Hat.
For the mask.
So, Road to Ikano is foolish, but Graveyard very much required. So let's see, we have Twin Islands Wave Hero, but Path to Snowhead is foolish. We have the Graveyard required, but Road to Ikano is foolish. We've got Great Bay Coast Wave Hero. Could we see maybe Zoa Cape foolish? Maybe Pinnacle Rock foolish? Yeah, as I expected, both our runners are opting to stick to your tried and tested. Wait, what's the term?
It's
tried and tested, isn't it?
Tried and tested, yeah.
But I want to say trusted. Oh, Michi taking a while to let that sink in. Like, tried and true. That's the one I think I was going for. But tried and true.
They're both. I guess they're both expressions. Yeah. I'll take either or.
I wanted to get the word trust in there somewhere. It didn't feel right. I wanted tried and trusted. There we go. You've heard that one first. Tried and trusted method of just getting all of these time-sensitive checks out of the way in your first cycle. Because I can't see any other reason why you would want to come to a swamp, having access to the mountain, and not go in there straight away. But I believe that's personal preference. I think I would be doing the same. I would be wanting to get this out. Then again, maybe I'd be holding off until I got magic before committing to the mountain. Maybe I'd want to do these checks first in case I got magic, because that's the one thing that would punish you if you went straight to the mountains without.
Did we see the item from Kormi?
We're about to.
No, because you speak to one of the witches once you find the other. I forget their names.
Okay, so Kortake is the one who you summon down and tell her like.
Right, yeah. Did we see Kortake's item?
We're about to right now. I don't think she had anything though. Maybe Bombchu. But we're about to see her on Michi's side, and what the hell's happen's about to speak to Kortme again. It is a recovery heart.
Of course, that's nice. If you give the potion before checking Kotake, then you can't actually check until the next cycle. So
you fucked up, basically. Yeah. Are we going to see a Swamp Grotto check? It would be out of logic, but it's nearby. We are not going to see a Swamp Grotto check from what the hell's happened. Fair enough. There's definitely other things you can be getting on with.
Terrific.
What the hell?
Country music here. I dig it.
What the hell's happened is about to discover the bounty that Tingle is holding on to.
He was really gifted today.
Did he buy the mirror shield? No, he didn't. Okay,
no, he didn't.
So he's going to have to go and get the ice hours.
Yeah, but at least if he chooses to do Swamp Archery, it's the right time of day. It's closed early for the Michi. What the hell's can get it done? If they so choose, they might want to. Wait, did they accidentally waste 20 rupees on a recovery heart by spamming A?
Whoops. Well, he didn't have the money regardless, so I think he might have accidentally just spoke to Tingle.
Oh dear.
And just mashed an A to like tell Tingle to go away, and then by telling Tingle to go away, he inadvertently bought a recovery heart for 20 rupees. It's happened to all of us, I'm sure. Michi also not going to check the Swamp Grotto.
Yeah. Now,
That's
I know
interesting.
This is a real biased question because I know who I'm asking. But do you skip Swamp Archery to go to Goron?
Personally, I would. Like, this is just so slow considering what is available to you, in my opinion.
I was going to say, I knew there would be some excuse you'd give us to not do Swamp Archery because that's just not your jam at any point, at any time.
I mean, I've reconfigured my opener to make it so that I can do this more regularly now. But yeah, there was a point where I only ever went through Path to Swamp at night time when I couldn't do the game. So at that point, it's like, well, I guess I'm never coming back here.
like what the hell is indeed off to the mountain now.
Yeah, I think this is the correct choice, honestly.
Yeah, two-way the hero locations make sense to drive towards that. Even if you can't do them, it gives you knowledge that once you find your items, you can go back and get what you need.
I would have been half tempted to... this is a tricky one. If Cafe's... See, at this point, I'm now thinking, what if I find Cafe's letter? Because that could very easily just be the way of a hero as well. But we've already saved the old lady, so it would just be to speak to Cafe. But times like this, I'd be concerned about, like, do I invert or do I... Am I prepared to rush checks just so I can get this first cycle done?
I mean, I guess what are the reasons for not inverting right now? I know you've got sort of Night 3... Oh, the Picto Box on Swamp Archery. Oh, okay. Now are the Swamp Archery in logic.
And there's our last foolish hint. Stone Tower Temple.
Does that make that grow in logic, the Picto Box?
I believe... Oh, now this is a great question. I'm not too sure. No, I don't think it does, honestly.
No,
I don't think you can disembark there. I think you need Deku Mask for it.
You still need the Deku Mask for it, okay.
Yeah, Voodoo Monkey, just to reach your point, yeah, it's not in logic of this poor emulation to take the photograph where you're using an old Polaroid where it takes a bit longer to expose. Yeah, it's not in logic, but then again, neither was Observatory when they did it, you know? And it's right there. It was right there to do.
Pretty huge for the Michi if this ends up paying out.
Yeah, this is why we should be scared of Michi, because he will go for these.
That's not really an offbeat play, though, when you're right next to Swamp Archery. No, unfortunately not paid out.
No, but like, you're telling me with Twin Islands... With Twin Island
I could have given you any two scenarios and you wouldn't have done Swamp Archery. So.
Twin Island and Gorn Village is way of a hero, and you do Swamp Archery.
Oh, there it is!
See? This is why you should go to... Don't give me that freaking excuse to not do Swamp Archery. This is why you skip checks, because you've got Wave of Hero locations you can access. Go get your items. And if you're looking for something else and you ran out of progression, then go do Swamp Archery. It's fine, but...
Alright, let's find out what's in Goron Village. Can't see anything above that ledge on what the hell screen. Is that just a rupee?
Oh, that's a mountain title deed as the big bomb bag.
Okay.
And he's buying it, which is curious, because he knows he definitely can't hand it in. Maybe just for toilet paper.
Isn't that... Don't you hand it into on the road to Akana?
No, that's the Ocean Deed.
Oh, is that the Ocean Deed, right?
Either way, you need Zoromask, and he knows where Zoromask is. Also, shocker, Epona song in Goron Village.
Owners, who'd have thought?
Who?
We have a horse. Well, that's fine. That opens up Great Bay Coast, which is, of course, our third Wave the Hero. We know where Zoromask is. We just can't get it just yet.
So I suppose that doesn't punish them by choosing to do Swamp before coming here, because Zoromask is going to be... Zoromask is on Dompe Digging, Engineer.
Yeah, and I'm ecstatic about it, because the last race I restreamed was a 2-hour jet seed, so give me any sort of offbeat check and I'm over the moon. Stone Tower Temple will be third.
But anyway, Goron is your main mode of transport, and there's no checks they've missed by not going with Deku Masks. It'll just be a quick case of warping back to Swamp and going back to the palace. It's not a huge amount of money. And if Swamp had magic, then they definitely would have got punished for coming here without magic. So yeah, these are the things I like to think about before choosing to commit to a destination or choosing to skip something. Like, if Swamp Archery had magic, then so be it, but the chances of it having magic was pretty slim. And nothing in
Hero Mask, but otherwise nothing in Lens Cave.
Lens Cave has been pretty barren recently. It's quite a famed region of bountiful claims these past couple of months, but the well is drying up. Yeah, it turns out Tingle got there first. Tingle ramshackled the entire place.
And left a shitty frog mask in it instead.
Okay, well, so far, What the Hell's Happened, I think, has quite a healthy lead over Michi at this point. What the Hell's Happened has been able to utilize the keg before Michi has. So Michi still has to go do the ranch and all that stuff.
Yeah, the only thing that the Michi has that What the Hell's doesn't is that mountain title deed, but I can't really see that being a massive deal breaker at any point.
They'd have to find... for that, I think it's gonna come down to, like, does the toilet hand have anything? Because I severely doubt they're gonna find the captain's hat in time to what I'm trying to say, to get the captain's hat to then do Danpei, to then go to Zora Hall to hand in the mountain deed, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that was a purchase made with the hand in mind.
All right, heading to our Way the Hero Great Bay Coast now. Let's see what it gives us to do.
Probably Captain's Hat at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, it'd be interesting if it was the song, considering we have opponents and we have essentially 2 out of the 5 required songs.
Yeah, we're still waiting on Magic and Hookshot. Very well could be either one of those. We could find that Deku Palace has Go and Lullaby, and Magic is required here to do Snowhead Temple. Yeah, Michi still has to go to the ranch, and Michi will be doing other checks. And What the Hell's Happened is probably happy to just let the seed carry him. And by that, I mean, like, from now on, from here onwards, there's always going to be progression to be made. So I think What the Hell's Happened is just going to let the seeds tell him where to go, and he shall go. Michi, on the other hand, I'm very interested to know if Michi will go and grab Skull House stuff. Granted, they don't.
Ocean was all Night Mask, right?
Yeah, they don't have a hook shot, so they can't at the moment. But I'm
very surprised if we didn't end up seeing that on the Great Bay Coast itself, though.
Oh yeah, I've just realized too. Like, we know why Epona Song is Way for Hero now. It's for Zora Mask. So that's anticlimactic, and as way the hero locations go.
Can that be the case if it's hinted? I don't really know the hint structure enough in Majora's Mask.
Well, I think because it's indirectly Wave of Hero. That's a great question.
There's Captain's Hat.
There's Captain's Hat.
Either way, opponents was Way the Hero for Captain's Hat, which gets us Zora Mask. Okay.
That's a great question. I don't know if Zoe's still in chat. She would definitely be the one to ask. But as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure it still counts. I think it's similar in Ocarina of Time where you could have something hinted on Pierre, but Hookshot can still be Way the Hero for grabbing it, I think. Yeah, it should still count. I think, yeah. So yeah, Epona Song, before it was confirmed to be Way the Hero for the Captain's Hat alone, I'm pretty sure it was Way the Hero to get access to Zora's Mask.
So with that, we are now 3 items from Go Mode. We need Hookshot, we need Magic, and we need Gibdo or Garrow's Mask. We have access to all of our songs. We know that we can get access to all of our songs at this stage. Nice! Tingle really collecting the items today.
Way the Hero, Great Bay Coast has Romani's mask.
That would be spectacular.
And they have all 3 transformation masks. That's hideous, honestly. Do you know what's even more hideous? They have access to Zora Mask before they have access to Hookshot. Which means Zora Mask could very easily be behind Land Title Deed or All Night's Mask. Wait, no, it can't be behind All Night's Mask. You need the Hookshot to get access into Ocean Skullhouse. So, in what would be a truly disgusting chain of events, Land Title Deed and Swamp Skullhouse could lead to Hookshot. Also, Michi opting to go straight to Swamp after getting the Deku Mask and not heading over to Great Bay Coast, which is fair, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine. Getting the song and just sort of heading over to the Woodfall area makes perfect sense.
Now this is interesting. What the hell's happened? Forgot to make 2 save files. So as part of FPA, both races are required to have 2 files ready so that when they do an hour save, they have to erase 1 file to make space to copy the file over. The first initial set of rules said that your first hour save was 20 seconds, whereas every single one afterwards was 24 seconds because of the eventuality of you now having 2 save files. But the rule was changed to say, look, before the race starts, just have 2 save files, and now every single save will be consistent. Now, what the hell's happened? Didn't get the memo. It shouldn't be an issue. The only what the hell's happened? See there. I said the only reason this should be an issue is if what the hell's happened wins by a margin of 4 seconds.
Which I guess could happen. Hopefully it won't.
Is that express mail?
Oh, it is. Oh,
it's express mail.
So we've got Romani's mask and express mail.
Well, that's a Tamama. Or as we call her, Madame Aroma. She's not my mama. What the hell's remembering that he has a Goron mask? Just that realization that, like, oh wait, I could be doing this much quicker. And then
well, I think they initially forgot they had the Deku mask and then suffered a big fat death in the swamp.
That poor lily pad had no had no chance.
Supporting a Deku scrub and then just bait and switched. Oh no, it's a Goron.
So this seed has been providing the narrative that's going to be a fair bit of a jet seed, but a few developments as of recent has kind of turned the screw in the other direction. I think there's a really disgusting step between them and Hookshot.
I hope so. I'm down for it. Now, what else is going to find the express mail, and they will have Romani's mask, so...
That's a thing. Okay, so Goron Lullaby. So here's the thing. If Graveyard has Oath to Order, then we don't need to do eggs. No, we still need Sonata. Never mind.
Yeah, we're 2 songs deep, so... I mean, we still might not need to do eggs, because we've got the Mirror Shield, so...
That's 2, yes. Yes, I tend to panic when I don't have the hook shot within an hour, and we're getting awfully close to that threshold.
Close to it. No magic or hook shot yet.
No magic either, yeah. The only projectile we have is a bow. Excuse me. So I imagine both of our runners... well, no, where does Michi go afterwards? I assume Michi goes to Great Bay Coast.
Oh yeah, you've got to think. They're just going to go across Woodfall here, get the... hit the owl statue and then head across to Great Bay.
Yeah. Now, what the hell's happened? He should make his way over to the graveyard after he's done with Woodfall. Whereas Michi needs to not forward time anymore at this point. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to get the song when you go grab Zora Mask.
Yeah, what the hell is obviously, of course, on a bit of a time limit as well. If they go over here, then they can't get the day 1 and day 2 graveyards checks.
Yeah. So if anyone who played the original game is wondering, wait, how can you get the song on night 2? There is a trick called a long jump. You can utilize the rather rapid explosive properties of a bomb to propel you off of a ledge, and you will jump a very far distance. And the benefit about Nights 1 and 2 graves is that both of them are within the same loading zone. Well, not loading zone, but they're the same... I don't know game terminology. The same area?
Yeah, area, plane.
And you can utilize a long jump to go from one night grave to the other. So it doesn't matter which night you go to the graveyard at, you can access both nights 1 and 2. Well, you can't access is Danpei's grave. Well, not his grave, but the grave that he digs in.
Yeah, day 3 is exclusive to Danpei digging. Can't get the day 1 or day 2 stuff, but you can get Danpei, everyone's favorite undead Undertaker.
I wonder how Link feels knowing that like he's going to die in the next 7 years. Like he knows, you know, like you know, like you feel like you shouldn't tell anyone, but like if you knew someone was going to die in the next 7 years, you would tell them, right?
Oh, Cafe's mask.
Okay, so we're going to see another owl saved very shortly. Oh no, that could be potentially bad for Michi. He might want to rush that, which means that he will probably not grab Captain's hat. Like, he still needs to grab this song from the ranch as well. I can't see Michi going to the coast this cycle.
They're playing a warp song. Let's see where they're heading. Obviously, they can't.
But it has to be clocked. Anywhere else would be foolish. But it's like, where do they go? Do they go across to the... I mean, all eyes on Michi right now. Where is he going to go? Okay, he's going to the west. That's a good sign. He's gonna go. He's gonna go to the coast. It's all good.
Looks like both of them should finish up their respective areas before the 3rd day here as well.
Bit of an optimization error from Michi here. He should go down to the Biobaba Grotto, check that, and then play Epona song, because now he has to mount Epona twice. Or he's just not going to check it at all.
Doesn't care about it. That's fine.
That's Michi does what Michi does.
Yeah, screw your optimization, Melrose. They're just not going to check it.
That is too optimized, frankly.
That is a absolute 5-head planning then.
Maybe he already checked it and I didn't notice last time.
No, I know one of them have, but I haven't checked it.
What the hell's happened? Definitely checked it before coming out here. Does anyone in chat recall Michi checking that? He might just be waiting until he gets the Zora mask, honestly.
Yeah, to be fair, like even if you check it, you can't get it, so there's no real urgency. It is dead. It's a recovery. It's a piece of...
To be fair to Michi, I don't think it benefits him knowing what's in there, because he knows where Zora mask is. Yeah. And not much can be locked behind the Zora mask, so...
Yeah. And you're also very close to Gomo, so this rushing your way at the hero Great Bay Coast makes perfect sense at this point.
Did they check... I don't remember if what the hell's happened checked the ranch map. I know that Michi... where's Zora Mask? Zora Mask is Night 3 Grave with the Danpei Diggin minigame. He didn't... Okay, so what the hell's happened only went to grab the song and did nothing else. That is interesting. Ranch map, as far as I'm aware, Ranch map is actually just the Tingle Sale on Milk Road. How what the hell's happened avoided that Deku no, I don't know. That went through him. Quick, someone go to what the hell's happened house and load up Collision. I need to see. Oh, but that Romani's mask. I forgot about the Romani mask. They can't do that this cycle because they need to get to night 3 to get Zora mask, and you can't do soundcheck on night 3.
Yeah, that's a pretty horrible catch-22 there.
They can hand in the letter to Mama, though, but you don't need the mask to do that. It means you can enter the milk bar later, but you don't need it.
Be very surprised if either of them chose to start eggs just yet.
Well, eggs, they don't have hook shots. Granted, they can get access into Pirate's Fortress.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, never mind.
There are two eggs you can get with some jumps from other places to get into the tank, but only 2. And you'd have to go through the sewers to get there, so I don't know if it's... Well, if they're pushed for decent check-dense locations, it's probably a really good place.
I mean, they also don't have Zora Mask yet, so...
Yeah, but I think that's what they're... Oh, wait, no, what... I'm interested to know if what the hell's happened does anything else, or if he's going to grab the song and then forward to Night 3 and get Zormask here and then. I think that's what he will do. Michi making a beeline straight to that captain's hat. So I mentioned that what the hell's happened had a healthy lead over Michi. A filthy, disgusting lead. All this dirty practice paying off. So it might look like they're neck and neck at the moment. What the hell's happened does have the benefit of having already gone to the ranch and got the song. Now, where Michi benefits from this is if there is something else in the ranch which what the hell happened did not grab while he was there.
Yeah, of course, no Bremen mask yet, no Mask of Truth, so there are still a couple of checks in the ranch.
Michi is now... I think Michi thought twice about checking the ranch, but decided against it. So this is the remote the ranch map check, I suppose. Piece of art. Wait, hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. Does Romani's mask...
If you're about to ask me where that counts, I have no idea. I have no idea if Romani's mask counts as Milk Road or whether that counts as Coast.
Yeah, that's what I've just realized. Now. It was a Romani Ranch map, Zoe. Which means it was the first item you buy from Tingle in Great Bay Coast, not the second. Yeah, okay, so it's not Romani's mask.
Yeah,
Never mind.
It's just straight up the captain's hat, or something else that we haven't found yet, which is fine.
Captain's hat was in Cape anyway, it wasn't in Coast.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So there's still something out there. There's the Scarecrow heart piece they haven't checked. There is Macau, I suppose.
Oh, Macau would be dirty.
Yeah, I guess... is there an easy song for them to... Can they do any dungeons right now? No, they can't. They need magic. Or Sonata.
Don't have Sonata for Woodfall, no magic for the rest, so...
So no dungeon rush right now. So if this song is Song of Healing from the grave, then... Rush Macau, I suppose?
Yeah.
Only the Econo map counts. Okay, yeah, I figured as much. So yeah, Romani's master. Ooh, spin attack. That would have been nice a few seconds ago. But thanks, game. Give it to us, after after we need it. All right, so I'm very, very interested to see what song we get here.
I'm interested to see if what the hell takes a death here. They are not very healthy.
If you're confident with your jump slash cancels, you can just go ham jump slashing him, and you can probably take the armor off the first phase. But
take the death! Spoke that one up too soon. Commentator's curse.
Look at Link just peering over the menu and what the hell's happened. You see that? Hi, Link.
He's just looking at what the hell's in disgust. He's like, you did this. Same color as the return button as well.
Link has ascended and he's now part of the menu. Is what the hell's happened okay?
I hope so. I don't have any pings. I mean, this would have been 10 minutes ago anyway.
Yeah.
So I've not had any pings unless they're broken for 10 minutes. But fingers crossed that's not the case.
We're back.
Probably just oh my god, why did I do that?
Or maybe he paused.
A moment of reflection.
Maybe he saw Link up there as well and said, this is too good to unpause immediately. But that now means that Michi is probably going to be neck and neck. Granted, he still has to kill these bad bats. And they are bad bats, they're not keys.
Bad bats.
Although bad bats is... I wonder how long it took them to figure that one out. what the hell's happened going for jump slashes, but yeah, more the safer play is to crouch stab. It takes longer, but you don't die, which is the
optimal strats is not dying.
Yeah, that's true as well.
And yeah, there's no has in what the hell's happened's name. Although WTHH would be a pretty good name. Oh, it's
so revealing. Okay, now if what the hell's happened felt like being a gamer, he could rush Camaro with the last 15 minutes of the day, but more than likely gonna wait until night of day 3.
Could they even make that?
Interesting that he's long jumping, whereas you could
taking the death.
You could just warp up and go back down the hole you created.
Not now though, because it's now day 3.
No, it's still.
Oh wait, no, is the hole still there?
Also, ultimately, you would have grabbed the bomb out about like halfway through those jumps. So a bit slow.
You can also. I saw Epic Yoshi trying the strats of just jumping across that column.
Yeah, don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not.
You can't do that on the way back, but you can do it on the way there.
Yeah, I think that's only from day 1 grave to day 1. Sorry, day 2 to day 1. Michi also going for the long jump. Why? Just. Either learn the optimal movement for that, or just take the portal up and go. Because like lining it up with C up is probably slower than just taking the trek back up to the overworld and going down the portal. Right? Oh, what the hell's happened? Is still backflipping. All it takes is one mistimed A press, and he's dead.
Right, armor's off. So get those power crouch stabs in.
No, yeah. Phew, we can breathe easy now. Is Vidya going to be in this tournament? Vidya is in this tournament. Vidya has already played his round 1 match, I believe. That was yesterday?
That was against Drew yesterday, yeah.
2 days ago. Yeah, yesterday, yeah. I don't know who Vidya is up against next. It's probably to be determined.
What the hell's taking a death warp here? What's the advantage of that?
It's quicker. Because otherwise you need to navigate through all those invisible enemies. It's a pain.
Right, okay.
So this should just take him back to the entrance of Night 2 grave. Yeah. And then you just take it up. Probably should have avoided time while he was still in the grave, but it's fine. Wait, Michi is in Clocktown.
They sure are.
They don't have Zoa Mask.
They sure don't.
Interesting. And they didn't even make it back in...
They definitely know it's there.
The only reason I would... Oh, he hasn't checked... Maybe he just didn't want to orphan Tingle from North Clocktown, but it's definitely quicker to check North Clocktown after... See, Michi does what Michi does. Like, why grab Zoa Mask when you can check Deku Playground on the final day? No need for apologies, the big green dinosaur. You're all good.
I saw a Vidya do commentary on the Super Smash Bros. Blindfolded run yesterday. That was quite cool.
Michi also is going to be doing Deku Playground on the final day, opting not to bother doing the pause delay to get 4 opposite. On the final day, 2 of the platforms go up and down, so you can't displace them. So he is opting to do it the way Shigeru intended.
Good so far. Well, what the hell's happened? Having some fun with Uncle D in everyone's favourite minigame.
Oh, Uncle D, if only you knew your fate in 7 years' time.
Well, I guess technically it's not the same, right? This is an alternate dimension, so maybe they don't die in 7 years.
Does what the hell's happened know what the...
Who's the underdog this round? Technically, the Michi is, I think, is rank seeded 20. And
if
what
you're
the
going to
hell's
go by seedings, then yes, what the hell's
Yes.
happened is a higher seed than the Michi. But the reality is, both of these players are such enigmas to me. I honestly couldn't tell you, who's. Oh yeah. So what the hell's happened? So what the hell's happened? Dumpy! I can't believe Dumpy's dead.
Oh my god!
Oh, he lives! He lives! Oh, this is a great occasion.
I thought the Floor Master was going to grab him. That'd have been incredible.
So yeah, okay, so the thing with what the hell's happened here is he quite clearly doesn't know what the set path is. So in the vanilla game, it's random which patches of sand contain the blue flames, of which there are 3. You need to uncover 3 blue flames to summon the Big Poe. In Rando, thanks to the great work of developers, it's no longer random. There is a set path. It's the one in the middle, the one in the bottom right as you enter, and then the one up above is not this one, it's the other one.
Yeah.
So what the hell's happened is going to be disappointed. I forget how many patches there are. 6? 5?
I think it's... I want to say 5. No.
Oh, but the rest can't have a flame. Okay, I never knew about Zoe.
The rankings were entirely based on how well they did during the qualifiers. So if they got more points than the others, then they are ranked higher. But that's essentially all it's based on. The points were just based off finishing times in comparison to the first place runner.
Okay, so if Michi knows the optimal route, well, I say the optimal route, if he knows the route, like just the route for Dampe, that's immediately a decent chunk of time Michi has saved.
Not even sure if it needs to be optimal at this point. What the hell's this? I'm really struggling with this one.
Speaking of Michi, he's just offering his prayers to the mayor's office. And wait, what's he doing? Oh yeah, the couple's mask. They got a couple's mask from the Bombers hide and seek, didn't they?
Yeah.
Is it looking kind of Jess? That's a great question.
It definitely was. I'm not sure it does anymore.
So yeah, this middle one is a blue flame, and then he wants to take him towards the ladder.
No, take him towards the platform and then climb the ladder.
Yeah. So yeah, what the hell's there? He's got the right idea. The problem is that the hook shot, I think, could potentially be a sticking point. If it's fine, then it should be quite a straightforward seed. Otherwise, yeah. We still have an unfulfilled Wave of Hero item in Great Bay Coast. Wait, is Dampe? Okay, he's there.
There we go, he's on his way.
So Michi is going to rush. So yeah, the only reason I could find Michi leaving the graveyard without grabbing Zora Mask is to check Camaro.
I'm a little concerned that they might have forgotten about it. They definitely read the hint.
Yeah, they definitely read the hint because they read it for some time. There we go. There we are. The third and final flame.
Dampe runs faster than he's ever ran in any game he's been in. Can we patch him so that he gets that sort of speed when he's following you? That would be If you die here, do you have to do Dampe again?
I don't think so, no. I think you just enter the room and the Big Poe arrives. I've yet to die in here, which is a weird flex, admittedly, but it's... Optimally, you can throw bombs at Big Poe, but the timing is super tight and just not worth it if you haven't practiced it. So yeah, just turn around and shoot them. Okay, so Mikhail has a silver rupee.
Okay, so could still be the song.
Could be the song, but at this point, I would probably go and check the Scarecrow heart piece.
Alright, and finally the Zora Mask for what the hell's happened. Now, are they just going to restart the cycle or get a few more checks done here?
Well, they haven't finished cycle 1 yet, so he's still got the chest in Sockpot in to check.
Yeah, true.
This has been super long first cycle. And, oh yeah, the letter to Mama.
Yeah, express mail.
Fortunately for both of them, they do have Cafe's Mask as well. So they can just get this done straight away, and that be that. We're going to get a Gorman's race check from TheMichi as well. This is incredible.
I am a little concerned at this point that they have forgotten about the Zoro mask.
Yeah, Voodoo, with Zoro Mask, you can at least peek at it. Either way, it's hookshot lock. So hang on.
It's amazing music for the Gorman race, by the way. Just want to throw that out there.
I'm not listening to audio. Let's have a quick. Which stream?
The Michis.
What the fuck is that?
It's the you played Deltarune?
Okay, it sounded very Toby Fox, yeah, but no, I have not. No.
Oh, the Moon's here.
Yeah.
Oh no! Thankfully, you can get that check now, and you don't have to worry about another not being able to scum the express mail.
At this point, yeah, it's more than likely going to be canyon access in Great Bay Coast. That or the song has Gibdo access in the dungeon that the song locks. So yeah, I think this is now just a hunt for the hookshot, and whoever finds the hookshot first probably wins.
Magic!
Magic!
Oh, all right. So...
I forgot about magic. There was also magic, but hey, there's... Okay, so what I said earlier was a lie, but it's true now. We're now just looking...
That gives What the Hell's an exceptionally big lead at this point, I think.
But you know what's awful about this? This gives What the Hell's happened such a huge headache in that he's going to have to orphan Postman fleeing.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I might be tempted to just save at the owl here and then go back to that save file and check. Twin Island had the Deku Mask.
Do like a double scum, so check the Postman and then just do this again.
Yeah, I would, yeah. Okay, we're going to get a Curiosity Shop check here as well. It's for Giant's Mask.
Giant's Mask, so not going to be picking that up anytime soon.
No.
It's only single magic, though. We'll see if What the Hell grabs Chateau Romani on their next cycle now that they've got that. Could only be a 2-cycle seed.
Okay, so What the Hell's happened is going to quickly rush Zoa Hall, I guess? Or the hand. Probably the hand. That would make the most sense here.
I'm not sure they even hit the owl on Zora Hall near this, or just outside it.
They couldn't.
Yeah,
so... They didn't have Zora Mask. Okay, well, you can get there without Zora Mask, but it's slow and not worth it.
Alright, the Michi is fast-forwarding time here.
Michi definitely has the hint. It was outside 100%. The Woods of Mystery.
Yeah, I saw both of them check it on stream. Alright, Michi looks like they're going to do the same thing here with the express mail. If we see Postman first, that would be pretty good for us, knowledge-wise, but...
So Mikau only had a silver rupee.
Yeah.
What? He's not even checking Mikau. I think he's going to rush that mountain deed.
I mean, it makes sense. You've got it in your inventory, and just try and get rid of all of your sort of perishables.
Yeah, it is the big bomb bag as well. It's not exactly as though it's an easy thing to pick up later.
I'm a little surprised they didn't at least go and check the Scarecrow heart piece.
I think if it wasn't a few hours away from the moon crashing, it might be a different story, but yeah.
True, they've still got a good amount of time, though. I wouldn't say they're in a struggle to get all of this stuff done.
Nah, same. At this point, no, I think you just assume you get the hook shot and you immediately get what's there. Like, maybe it's not even worth checking what's there because... I guess it's worth checking if it's Cape's letter. That's the only thing, because then you know to keep your time of day low. But that's about it. I don't think it's worth checking at this point. Because you know it's going to be Gibdo access. Sorry, Canyon access.
Yeah, that's fair. Meanwhile, the Michi did not check Postman first, so they're going to do the same thing as What the Hell's here. Pick up their magic from the moon tier. And they'll feel pretty happy about that.
Funny enough, engineer, with fast block pushing, Macau now travels a lot quicker in the water. So I've been meaning to test how quick is it quicker to push Macau on day 3 than it is day 1. If you have Zora Mask, I don't think it matters, but
oh, the Giant's Wallet.
Giant's Wallet.
Don't think we need that at this point.
Nah, it's a luxury at this point, which I don't often say about the Giant's Wallet, but yeah. Oh, what the hell's happened? It's going to be cutting it close, I think.
So, I'm pretty fine here.
Going to spend the last hours on Earth jamming with Evan. I think it's how Link would have wanted it as well.
Michi also not finished with their cycle yet, so probably heading back the same way. No, they're off to Mountain Village.
This is bizarre.
So they've got magic. Maybe they want to check Keg, because they got given the Keg and haven't used it yet.
Yeah, Russian Twin Islands. I think that's a very good point, yeah. But
this might be worthwhile.
But here's the thing, though. They can now do Snowhead Temple, that is.
Yeah.
They just need Zora Mask, because then you grab Zora Mask, you do Snowhead Temple, and then you do this after you've done the dungeon you absolutely have to do. Because then you can also chain in Gohan Race if you intend on doing that.
Now, they didn't shoot the Keg here. How long does it take to explode?
Not long.
Oh, the Bremen Mask.
Bremen Mask.
The Bremen Mask? Oh, no. Quick, Mooncraft Lemons, let's go.
Where's he going?
What better way to crash?
He's got less than an hour and he's not finished yet. Where is he going? Is he going to deposit his rupees?
Yeah, getting the money handed in. Nope.
Buying a cake?
Buying another cake?
Buying another...
Are they doing toilet?
I think so.
This is the latest toilet I've ever seen. 45 seconds. This would be one hell of a moon crash.
So curious to me that neither of them are chasing Snowhead Temple. They can do it now. It's like, I'm surprised what the hell's happened is even sticking around after grabbing the Zora Mask, frankly.
I guess it's just being efficient.
Or maybe he knows. Maybe he knows he's against Michi. He didn't even deposit the rupees after he bought the title deed as well.
Oh, there's
fair enough. He's got more money.
23 seconds. Is this Song of Time? There it is.
Yeah, it's Song of Time.
Finally playing Song of Time. No moon
It took
crash.
him an hour and a quarter. I'd say that's quite a girthy first cycle.
Yeah, that is a very extended
yeah.
first lap of the game, for sure.
Alright, Ben, so what the hell's happened? Where do you go from here? In my opinion, there's only one choice, the Snowhead Temple.
Yeah, I think you have to clear Snowhead, get the song off of Goat. Hopefully that's Sonata.
It kind of sucks without hookshot, admittedly, but like
it's not that bad though. It's only one skip you can do with hookshot.
Yeah, that's true. And even then, bypassing that it's fairly quick anyway.
Yeah, it's only an extra door and just like it's through that one snow room with the fire arrow required. Also, so it's like 15 seconds.
Fair play to what the hell's happened. I forgot he hasn't checked Macau yet. So yeah, check Macau. Pray it's hookshot. If it's not hookshot, well then shit. Just
yeah. But this will refresh their wallet. $100 off Macau here, so.
Is the fish? What did the fish have? I believe it had
20 bucks.
It had 20 rupees. It coughed up a red.
Oh, thankfully the Michi is at Night 3 graveyard.
Took a while, but
I was so worried that they just weren't going to get it done, but thankfully they've remembered that Zora's Mask is here. Going to end their cycle getting that. So
I wasn't too worried. I think they just wanted to get other stuff done before committing to forwarding night time of day 3. Again, this is very on brand for Michi. He's a very there's conservative and there's Michi. But like I said, that's not to diminish Michi's playstyle in the slightest. He is in this tournament by absolute merit. And he has thrashed me several times. So if I'm diminishing him, what was I saying about me? Well, it has to be said, I do have a particular interest in this race because the loser of this race goes on to face the loser between myself and Skyward. So, very realistic chance I'm against either one of these two. Looks as though Michi does know the correct route. He's taken Dampe to all the right locations. So, straight away, I'd say that's about maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes saved on what the hell's happened by that alone. Oh yeah, Captain's Hat was... Yeah, we haven't found anything in Great Bay Coast.
There we go.
Although as far as bets go, I don't think we can have any because... Well, I guess where's the hook shot?
Where's the hook shot? We still have no real idea, so I think that's worth doing.
Great Bay Coast is definitely going to be... more than likely is going to be the... either canyon access or the item that locks canyon access.
There we go. Get your bets in. Where's the hook shot?
Where is it? Let's be evil. That was a very quick and efficient Zora Mask from Michi there. Nicely done.
Do you need hookshot to do Swamp Spider House?
No, you can do it as orphans.
And the land title deed gets you what? Which scrub is that?
It's the one outside the Swamp Tourist Center.
You know what? Bet. Behind the land title deed.
Well, I just bet that as well, so we're both...
Comms on point. Let's roast beef. We are not just co-op in Zoo, we are co-op in life.
I guess if we have biases, we're biased towards what the hell's happened, our group and brethren.
True. Alright, don't think... Have we seen this by what the hell? I don't think I've checked underneath it.
Checked what, sorry?
What Michi's doing now, the heart piece.
No, he hasn't done anything else.
I have no idea what that was.
I didn't see it either. Obviously not important. There's the room key, which is in the compass chest of Snowhead Temple.
Alright. Lullaby was in Deku Palace?
Yes?
I think it was.
Yes, it was, because Michi has it and he has... Yeah, okay.
Alright, so no waff shenanigans with that, at least.
You started saying waff as well, have you?
It's good. It's a good way of saying it.
I don't know what's worse, the word waff or people saying wave of heroes.
Just gonna do both to piss you off.
Please do. I forget which race I was watching, but someone said waff like every 10 minutes, and it was like, no, every minute. And
I think Riley says waff a lot, so it might have been a Riley comms race.
Waff of the heroes. Anyone says that around me, I know you're definitely taking it. I think it was a Scrubs. I don't know. It would have been last week, so I don't think it was Scrubs, but
You know what? I should have bet day 2 Smithy.
Oh, lemons. Lemons would have been... That's a horrible place to find Batman Mask, honestly, because you... Well, it's not bad for Michi, because he still has to go to the ranch. But for what the hell's happened, it's such a headache.
I mean, still no Mask of Truth, though, so it's not like that's the only check left in the ranch. There is 2. So if you find Mask of Truth, at least you can double dip it. Dip it for 2 things.
If I'm in what the hell's happened shoes, I just don't want to have anything to do with the ranch again.
Yoshi, if it's day 2 Smithy, then I'll be really, really pleased.
Alright, so none of the items so far. I suppose what's left is the heart piece from Goat.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what the song is, of course. I think if it's storms, that means we need to do eggs, right?
Wait, you can long jump that?
Apparently
that's
not.
what he was trying. He didn't get a successful long
I'm not sure if you
offer.
can or not, but he definitely didn't succeed.
What you want to do is you want to go back across there, shoot the ice that's blocking the stairs, and go up there. And that's how you get up to where it is you want to be. And then then you have to like go down it.
So they're trying again.
Yeah. He wasn't close enough to the edge to make it work. I suspect this will work. Yeah. Okay, that's good to know though. I wonder what's quicker. Because that angle looks a bit tight. Might be difficult. And then you want to roll down to the right here. Yeah, and then go down to this door. Yeah, he's got it. And then through here. It's one of those things where it's something you often don't encounter, having to do Snowhead without the hook shot. And it's something that is incredibly easy to just not pick up. So there'll come a time when you're in here without hook shots, and you get to that point and you're just panicking. It's like I should know what to do here, but I don't. I remember one of the first few times I played this, I had FaZe sort of like coaching me through how to do this dungeon vanilla because I had no idea.
I recently did my 6th async, and I still haven't done Stone Tower Temple uninverted. I just straight up haven't done it at all. Like, I've not touched that since I played Majora's Mask 3D on the DS like 4 years ago. So one day,
ever comes up.
One day I'll do an async, and I'll have to go there and not have the slightest clue what I'm doing. Also,
it's not terrible.
As Missouri Fox just got a bit in there. A big thank you to the trackers, of which they are one of them today. Thank you to Zero Fox and Cephalopod Toast for tracking today. I have no idea where Blaze is, by the way. We were supposed to have a 3-person comms today, and Blaze is just, I don't know, I guess just 420 blazed it out of comms. Summoned Trez. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can summon Trez.
Is there a protocol for that, or do you just have to DM?
Oh no, I legit have to ping him in the Restreamers channel.
Alright. So he doesn't like give all the Restreamers his phone number? So, like...
Oh no. I think once someone tried to wake him up for for a summon Trez.
I think I remember that one as well. I tried to summon Trez before my first race, but I forgot you had to have a delay on, so I couldn't be in the channel to do it. But someone had already summoned him. Alright, chat, questions for Trez, because we're about to get Trez.
In someone else driving? Oh boy. Cario has really stitched you up here. Trez, please go back to driving.
Why would you ever drive if you know that you're gonna get summoned?
To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if Trez was one of those people that drove like an automated car, so just like no hands in it.
Would you take an automated car on your autobahn? just let the car spread its legs, you know? Just like tell the car like, you are the machine, do what you want.
Having just finished playing Detroit, I'm not sure I trust robots anymore.
Where's this going, Trez? The funniest part is I am the car. No, wait, what? He's staring with his knee. Trez, get the fuck off the component.
Fucking German drivers, man.
My brother, one of the first times I was ever in the car with him, rite of passage in the UK once you pass your driver's test is to go through the drive-thru of McDonald's and just buy anything. He bought a McFlurry and was eating it while staying with his knees, and we very nearly crashed going straight into a roundabout.
That is some swag confidence after having just driven your test, passed your test.
Yeah, and completely misplaced, because I don't think I'd be in the car with him again.
What the hell is missing the goats out here?
Kill and yeah, that's unfortunate. I wonder what happened, because it looked good. Maybe he went too far.
But then you have Fierce Deity, so everything's fine.
Is there a strat for Fierce Deity Go? I don't think I've seen it, if one exists.
Just swing. I guess.
Yes, he's on the Autobahn, I told you. Like, driving with his knees.
Oh wow, holy
Whoa!
crap! The air that you got there, Jesus Christ.
Big air. That's a 1,000 point bonus. If you're playing SSX.
Man, I missed that game.
I found my old disc and it was scratched. I cried.
I say miss it, it's like pretty much next to my left knee. I can see it, and I don't know why I said miss it. I can play it.
I haven't played on tour yet. What's the most recent one?
There hasn't been an SSX since 3.
Wait, it wasn't on tour the one after, because I had ski.
Did they make an on tour one?
I think we did, yeah.
All right, Michi doing Hungry Goron.
Yeah, I can see this. Some people like to do this before clearing Snowhead, because once you clear Snowhead and you turn Mountain Village and Twin Islands into its springtime appearance, you can no longer do Hungry Goron.
Yeah, it's also pretty much the last check outside of Darmani that is left in this area, right?
Can I just say,
unless it's springtime.
So hang on.
So it was a bottle here.
So Trez is in the passenger seat.
Oh, Song of Storms! Oh boy.
Trez is in the passenger seat and he's driving with his knees. Trez, who is your friend and what level of confidence is this? Alright, reminder that Golden Village is way of a hero.
We do need eggs today. That's unfortunate.
I guess that's nice to know, but it's confirmed, I guess, honestly.
Alright, Hungry Goron. Nah, just be
hard.
So what the hell gets away with skipping that?
So why is so epic? We are looking for the hook shot, but the hook shot more than likely has our canyon access left behind it somewhere in Great Bay Coast. So right now there's a bet open for hook shot. I don't know if the bet's still ongoing.
It's still open. I'll give you another 60 seconds to get a bet in, and then I'll close it.
Yeah, Dinosaur, Trez's friend is just asleep behind the wheel, and Trez is just, he's got it. Which is basically an automated car before automated cars existed.
Alright, what the hell's is going to fast forward a little bit, get their day 1 smithy check. I guess, is this a day 2 smithy check? I don't really know which day it counts as the first one.
I never know what to call this. I just call it Smithy 1 and Smithy 2. Okay, we have recovery heart.
Alright.
Now, did what the hell's happened bring a powder keg with him? I don't believe he did.
I don't think so.
Alright, so we're gonna check the secret passage. I never quite know what to call this. I just call it the spring secret. What hint are we still looking for, by the way?
I don't know. I'm not sure if we're looking for any hints at this stage.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, we've got
bow archery, we've got the spider houses, we've got Darmpe, Butler, the Branch Sisters. What else is normally hinted? We have seen, we've definitely seen Butler. Butler's red rupee.
Butler's dead. So as far as always hints are concerned, it concerns both of these skull houses. Swamp Skull House has the land title deed, sorry, and Ocean Skull House has the All Knights mask. But we don't need to concern ourselves with that because you need the hook shots to get there. The boss had
it was a bottle. It was an empty bottle.
And a bottle, yeah. Which is a good. It's nice to have at least 3 bottles before committing to eggs.
Yeah,
even 2,
I
suppose.
Pinnacle Rock 1 cycle is so much better than having to do 2. Just not even comparable.
It is ideal, yeah. I might even see what the hell's happened. Go and do Pinnacle Rock after this, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you know you need eggs, then you could just get Pinnacle Rock done. They don't have Picture Box though, so they can't do seahorses.
That is true, yes. I forgot about that. Picture Box, of course, being on Swamp Archery. So Michi does have that in his locker. What the hell's happened or not? Unless he goes and does Swamp Archery right now.
I can't really see them making a break for Swamp Archery out of the blue.
No, but stranger things have happened, I suppose.
Yeah.
What the hell's happened is making... Oh, he hasn't done the squatter yet. Okay.
They can do... I think Riley bet the Pirate Fortress Sewers might be something they might choose to do soon.
Yeah, they can get every... Wait. They can... There are 2. There's 2 chests they can grab in Pirate's interior. But outside of that, yeah, they can get every other chest.
Yeah, you can still get the exterior checks, of course. They're completely open. And the sewers, I think you can get all 4 of them. Is it 4 in the sewers?
Yeah. You can get all 4. You just need Goron Mask and Zora Mask to get them. No hook shots required.
No sign of it so far. An hour and 36 in, no hook shot.
This has been a long 60 seconds for this bet.
Yeah, it's essentially go mode, because we know that something else is on Great Bay Coast. Ooh, there's the letter to Cafe.
Ooh, and he can hand it in. That is so...
Yeah, he has a very short window here. I think he's got 2 hours, 3 hours to hand that in.
Yeah, this is why you reset cycle before doing your dungeons, in case this happens. Because if you did this on day 2 and you got back too late, you are kicking yourself. Because it's something that can be easily avoided. But yep, straight into rushing this ice, and probably buy yourself a powder keg as well, so you can do Goron Race afterwards, if you choose to do Goron Race. Although, with that said, I think I'd be tempted to save Scum and rush Valletta instead of, doing the Valletta and committing to, finishing off the cycle. So, Michi's doing it the intended way. Maybe doesn't know that you can get up there with... Rune Key! What the hell's happened? Check that yet?
No, they haven't checked Rune Key yet.
We just got it in it. They would have seen it in the inventory right there. I completely forgot about that. Where is Michi going? Michi maybe doesn't know that you can jump from the chest as Zora Link to make your way back up onto the platform. And they're gonna... Oh yeah, they need to grab another small key because they used one to get here. Yeah. Alright.
Nothing.
Someone remind us to tell Michi that he can skip all this in the future. Alright, so what the hell's happened? He's gonna take this time to do a few mini games in Clock Town before rushing Valletta. When are we going to do Twin? What the hell's happened has done Twin. He got the Cafe's letter, which is why he's back in Clocktown.
Could be our way of the hero. I know we already got...
wait. By Twin, what other Twin are we... Is there another Twin?
There's Twin Mold.
There's the Rosa sisters. I don't know if they're twins, but we don't have Kamara's mask, so we can't...
That's actually a good point. Have you seen Kamaro?
No, we haven't. Yeah, that's a good point. Twin Islands. Yeah, what the hell's happened to Twin Islands? The only check he hasn't done is the Goron Race. which I can get behind. I don't think it's worth rushing that straight away. But people will probably disagree with me.
And he's counted as Twin Island, and he's Way of the Hero, so...
Michi did? Did he?
Oh, they don't. Cool. Fair enough. In the back of my head, I've got a vision of someone doing Kamaro, but I wasn't 100% sure.
When did he have it? Oh, did he do it final day in his previous cycle? Yeah, it must have been.
You can't do it final day, can you? I think he's only there.
You can.
I thought he was only there for the first 2 days.
Nah, it's Rosa's sisters who aren't there night 3,
okay.
but Kamara is just dancing away in his little mushroom rock until the moon crashes.
I guess he doesn't care that the moon's about to crash. He's got no need to escape.
He's kind of already dead. I think he's probably enjoying it, the sick bastard.
Wow. Deep lore with Melrose. Can't remember what the item was on Town Archery Inn. I think TheMichi's done it. I know they did the Honey and Darling minigame. Wasn't sure if they did this as well.
I don't recall if they did, but knowing Michi's play, the way he roots, he most likely did, yeah. Alright, so Michi's going to be catching up. Although with that said, Michi hasn't gone to the ranch to get the song. He's only got
still don't have new way
in-game hours.
But that might be fine. I reckon they can get that done. I think they can get Snowhead done here and still have time to do it.
Yeah, what the hell's happened? He did post the letter, I can confirm. He posted it first and then went into some other checks.
Yeah, North Clocktown, I think they posted it.
Which is really curious. In this situation, I would definitely save Scum the letter at this point. Just get the letter out of the way so that you don't have to... But you've got the rest. You've got that time of day back in your possession, because the last thing you want to do is be in nighttime of day 3, and you need to make a decision whether or not you do go on race or not. That no one really wants to be in that position. Because I think some people see go on race as a last resort.
Yeah, I mean they've also got Hungry Goron, which they might need to go back for. So.
That is true, too.
A couple of loose checks in that area that what the hell's might have to go.
That means he's now got 2 really inconvenient checks either side of Snowhead completion.
Yeah.
But Michi's going to be finishing up here, and
nice, gets a good go kill there.
I assume Michi goes to the ranch. If he goes and does checks in the springtime, unless he inverts. Did he invert? Maybe.
I don't know if they've inverted, honestly. Also, thank you, Roma, for the 2 gift subs. Imagine Drew watching MMR and not being a sub. That's outrageous.
Tut. Imagine not contributing to the culture.
So what are the big areas left here? Other than, I guess... The Pirate Fortress region is sort of
Pirate.
But what else is there? Is there any other region that's...
Honestly, in What the Hell's Happens case, Clocktown. There's a lot of checks in Clocktown he needs to do.
Which is where Michi might catch up, because Michi has done a lot of Clocktown checks.
Yeah. This is the problem for What the Hell's Happened now. He might fall... He's going to lose his lead, because he's now catching up on the stuff that the Michi has already done.
Oh, what the hell's missed? 2 of the rupees there. Don't know why they're going all the way back there to... I think you can do it close by, right? And it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where
anything,
you
it's easy to see if you do it closer.
Exactly, I prefer to go up towards the game and then do this, so you can at least see when you've finished.
There we go. Last 2 on the ground.
Yeah, Michi, where does he go after this? I hope he goes to the ranch. If he doesn't go to the ranch, it's an opportunity missed. Although with that said, I think Michi... Oh no, because it could be Sonata.
They have to go ranch. They have to go ranch.
Yeah. it doesn't make sense for me.
Skipping this song is wild because then they've got to consider eggs, and if there's a chance that you don't need to do eggs, then it's a no-brainer.
Well, more to the point, it could be Sonata, and the hookshot could be in Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, we know it isn't, but it's definitely something it could be in their hand.
Yeah, that is true. It's so what the hell's happened? He's gonna I'm surprised he's not saving before this, honestly, because he's gonna leave himself a really short amount of time before. I assume what the hell's happened is just committed to not doing Goron race here, because I suspect he's gonna do this and then reset cycle.
I guess that's the only check that's a concern, though, right?
For him, yeah.
And even then, you've got to think, well, what are the chances of Michi rushing Goron race? And well, I say rushing. If it's an hour and 45 in, nothing's really rushing anything at this point.
Nah, just chase dense areas. This is it's the 1v1. I think this is where personal preference comes into it. Do you chase density? Do you just clear everything 100% as you come across it?
It is still
or do you play
hero
aggressive? Yes.
Yeah. So there's
true.
Definitely a precedent for getting it done.
That's a good point. I forgot to mention at the time. Kathy's letter was found in Way, the hero location.
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell's happened isn't done yet. He's not gonna rush to Curiosity Shop owner. I think this is smart.
I think get a few more checks done that you might not be able to do in this cycle, and then finish it off with the Curiosity Shop.
Well, where is he going?
Sound check?
It's not open yet. It's at 10 o'clock. Yeah, because Toto doesn't turn up until 10.
Yeah, a little too early here. I think that might be what they were trying to do that, but
that was the intention, yeah. But now they're in a bit of a
not weighing
conundrum.
Out. Where else do you go here?
Back to Laundry Pool, frankly, I think is.
Oh, they could be doing Gossip Stones.
But is it worth it, really?
Well, it does get rid of some time of day, but no, it doesn't look like they're doing Gossip Stones.
For Romani, like for sound check, really?
Oh, there's the. I don't think we've seen this check.
True, yeah, we haven't seen this.
No, did we? No, I don't think we've seen this on Michi's
No, because because they both had to go into Great Bay Coast to get the captain's hat to get the mask. So yeah, no one's done this yet.
Our container feels nice, but it's not a shot.
Also, here's another thing: did either of them set up midnight meeting?
No,
I don't
think they found I don't think either of them found Cafe's mask in time for their first cycle. Where was Cafe's mask again?
It was Woodfall, wasn't it?
Really late.
Yeah, it was Woodfall. So they could have set up this cycle. So that's a missed opportunity there as well.
I think Michi still can set it up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Michi literally just did that. Okay, that might. Whoops. Sorry, Michi. I wasn't watching. So yeah, what the hell's happened? That's a missed opportunity for him. He could have set up midnight meeting and done Snowhead during nighttime.
All right, confirmation on what is behind Scarecrow HP here. Bomb Chew.
So Ocean House.
Yeah, it's Ocean House or there's something in Woodfall.
Yeah, it could be that Eggs has Sonata and Hookshots.
So obviously, if it's over, it has nothing. So it has to be Sonata if it's Way the hero.
Excuse me.
Which again doubly confirms the fact that it's either Garo's or Gibdo mask or something which leads to that.
Yeah, well, we knew that. We knew that the hookshot locked whatever was Way the hero in Great Bay Coast. So yeah, the hunt for the hookshot is really what's gonna decide this race.
Yeah. No, I don't think we did get a Fisherman game hint.
But that can't Oh yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, Fisherman's Game could be it too. But then again, that's hookshot locked as well, so.
Alright, so looks like what the hell's heading into the sewers, getting the last few checks of the exterior done.
I'm really surprised what the hell's happened didn't just say Scum and Duke Cafe's letter, honestly.
Stone mask, that's pretty convenient.
Best mask in the game.
I can't believe how many things that works on, and I just didn't know about it.
Oh, it's the best. It's
like,
the deck.
Yeah, that's the Deku Nuts.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that is straight up a Majora's Mask. They took out Deku Nuts' use in Majora's and just replaced it with a stone mask.
Oh, we need something else that's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I know, the stone mask.
No one will ever think of to use.
Yeah. It's going to take a handful of people to completely decompile the game and generate a new script to randomize items in it to make use of a stone mask. Yes, we were going to get a Bremen mask check on the side of Michi as well. So we have new checks either side here. What the hell's happened? Has the denser location, but Michi has the more inconvenient of the checks. Just a recovery heart.
No lemon joy today. There's an extra bow in the sewer. So we know all three of the bows are.
You cut it. Oh, never buy a quiver. That's we've always said it.
Yeah, it's the MMR motto I hear.
Alright, so the sewers, what have you got? 3 checks back to back, straight away. What have we got in here? If it's not in here, I'm a tad surprised what the hell's happened didn't check Pinnacle Rock first, honestly.
I'm not. I think I'd rather do, again, if you find a picture box here and you have to go back to Pinnacle Rock, I'd be pretty disgusted.
True as well, but the chance of being punished by picture box is less than being punished by hookshots.
Yeah.
It's another bottle.
There's a fourth
Well,
bottle,
that's
nice.
nice. It's nice. It's a luxury. I'm pretty sure what the hell has happened would happily trade all 4 of his bottles for a hookshot, though. Oh, and of course, we don't have the hookshots to get across into the exterior. Sorry, into the interior. So we're going to have to go the intended way.
Alright, well, nothing in the sewers then.
Wait, did they check the chest?
I didn't think they checked one of the checks in the sewers there, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't think they checked the second chest. Chat, help?
I'm a little concerned that what the hell's didn't check everything in there.
I think what the hell's happened just skipped a... Yeah, oh no, what the hell? Oh no. Oh wait, no, that's what the bottle had.
Yeah, but I didn't see the first chest. But then if you did,
okay.
then fine.
Yeah, never mind. Whoops. Fucking commentators.
Hey, we have a surprising amount to do. We don't have that much to do. It's bad that we miss things, but
exactly.
Anyway.
Like, what's the role? You talk. You know,
like you move your eyes across 1 inch to look at the other person's screen, and then the other person's whatever they're doing is just completely oblivious to you.
For a second, I thought what the hell's happened. I'd skipped the chest with the bottle in it.
To be fair, I didn't know one of the checks there existed until I realized that it did, and I had it to go back.
Oh no, Michi!
Whoops. Oh, that feels bad.
I hate when that happens.
I detest this area so much.
Yeah, I can't think of a person who likes it, honestly. Oh, it's getting too close to the surface.
Meanwhile, what the hell's has the stone mask, so...
And no patience.
Who needs patience in a speedrun round?
We have a stone mask as well. Do you know what I imagine the Stone Mask? You know, in I believe it's Avengers Endgame when Star-Lord and Gamora are talking, and Drax has just stood there to like listen to the whole thing, and they're like it's like I've mastered the art of appearing invisible. It's like you quite clearly haven't. That's what I see when I see Link with the Stone Mask walking around and people staring at him, even though like he's apparently invisible.
Right, are we gonna see a vanilla hookshot?
Vanilla hookshot. Here we go. Oh, did Michi get caught again? This is so rough.
Not having a good time here. $20. So no vanilla hookshot. That'd have been amazing. So yeah, we are very, very quickly running out of checks.
Pinnacle Rock at this point.
And the chances of our bet of Title Deed are increasing by the
That
minute.
is true, yeah. But in What the Hell's Happens case, like I can't see him leaving Clocktown until he does he checks Curiosity Shop owner. Oh wait, I think it's closed after 3? No, he's fine. Engineer, we don't have the hook shot to get up the canyon, nor do we have the mask to access the tree to get to. Those are the two things we're missing.
Literally has nothing today.
I suppose if there's one good thing about the seed is that there's an entire region which is just a no-go. You hit go mode before you even have to go there, so that's pretty convenient. But both these runners are going to be feeling pretty stressed because we're entering the 2-hour mark and we're no closer to entering the dungeon.
Yeah, and when you're what the hells and you have skipped a few checks like Swamp Archery, you're like, oh my god, is it just somewhere really basic and I've missed it?
It's fine, nothing's in Swamp Archery.
Alright, I know you have that mindset all the time, but not everyone thinks that it's dead all the time.
It's true though, yeah. At this point, you might be thinking of damage limitations, like, okay, what has my opponent definitely done that I haven't? Things like Gorman Race, things like Swamp Archery, things like, I don't know, Skull Swamp House, maybe? No. I think you just want to cover your tracks until you start going for the more out there checks, like Gorman Race.
I mean, we know that the Swamp Skull House is the land title deed.
Exactly.
Could just be all we need.
But I think both of our races here, this is precisely the type of seed you don't want to encounter in a 1v1, because both these races know whoever finds hookshot first wins. And the longer you go without finding hookshot, the more stressful it becomes, and it's not pleasant. And in true fashion, you'll always assume that your opponent has just god-moded got the absolute god's route. Like, they immediately did Gorin Race after finishing Snowhead, got the hook shots, and they're about to finish, and you've only got one temple done, and it's amazing what our mind does too.
And having experienced what the hell's happened god routing before.
True.
It's
having seen it firsthand, what the hell's happened can just god route to see.
Having been rinsed by what the hell's happened before, we know that all about god routing.
Oh, several times we've been rinsed. Okay, here we go. Sound check, what have ye? He has. It's a piece of heart.
So we're running out of checks.
It's getting dicey.
Yeah.
What the hell's happened?
I think Pinnacle Rock is legitimately the most dense area left in the game.
What the hell's happened is going to be panicking because he's also... The room key! Check the room key! Of course! Yeah, he hasn't checked the room key room, has he?
He has, yeah, it's dead.
My bad. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm almost certain they checked room key, and I know the room key is dead.
We know what's on Swamp Archery, Felix. It's the Picto Box, which is what Michi has, and what the hell's happened does not. So yeah, he's going to check Camaro. Then I assume he's going to have to check Curiosity Shop, and then after Curiosity Shop, we'll find out if what the hell's happened is committed to skipping Gorin Race or not. So
Michi getting his picture of one of the no guards. So Pinnacle Rock has to be a factor after this for them.
You'd think so, although they still haven't checked the letter either.
Plenty of time to do so, though.
Yeah, but I'd be very intrigued if they did Pinnacle Rock before checking the letter. Because that's the difference between you potentially skipping all of Seahorses.
Buying the Seahorse is vanilla, but obviously the prize for reuniting them is random.
Yeah, so all of your bottle... what do you even call it?
Everything.
If you use...
Your
every
bottles
time
are vanilla.
Yeah, if you scoop the bottle, the thing you scooped will be the thing inside the bottle. You can randomize that, but why the heck would you? Go to pick up a bug and you get a Deku Princess instead.
How disappointed would you be?
Like, oh god, all this responsibility.
I mean, I can't plant you.
Yeah. I'm trying to get Golden Skulltulas here, Princess.
I think the very first time I played Majora's Mask Rando, which was like a year ago or something like that, bottle scoop was a thing, and it was horrible. I hated it.
Randomized bottle scoops. Thankfully, not a factor. I say thankfully. I'm biased. I'm sure some people love playing with those kind of settings. They're probably fun, honestly.
Majora's Mask Rando when?
All items are vanilla, except the bottle scoops. Michi having some issues opening the door. Nothing.
Rupees.
Okay then, so Pinnacle Rock I think is what's left for what the hell's happened. And he's gonna have to make a decision sooner rather than later. Am I gonna do Go and Race?
Alright, midnight meeting. Let's see what we got. Just a piece of heart.
What the hell's happened? Don't do... If he should reset cycle here, honestly, because you can probably grab eggs while you're doing this. This is a really bad decision from what the hell's happened.
Why is that, sorry?
Just because, like, if it's not the hook shot and you're gonna come out here with 3 eggs.
Oh yeah, it's a fair point. Yeah, you're gonna scum the eggs, which feels pretty bad.
Yeah, this is probably not the best idea from what the hell's happened.
But then, what else have they got left to check that you'd need to be on a cycle for?
Well, it's not just that. It's the fact that like he's now left himself only 12 hours in game to find the hookshot. Otherwise, and the time it takes to get the other eggs.
True. I mean, I guess you could easily collect what, even if it's like midnight. If you slow the time down, you've got tons of time to collect the eggs from Pirate's Fortress with 4 balls. But
the other problem he has is that all the other checks are quite long and tedious. Swamp Skull House, Go and Race. These are things you'd rather not want to rush. So I think what the hell's happened really should have... probably save scummed, honestly, so that... that's true as well. We both skipped Postman's Freedom.
Yeah, that's a bit of a worrying one.
Yeah, but this was definitely an opportunity to... maybe do Postman's Freedom and do Go and Race while you're waiting for him. Or maybe go Gossip Stones, actually. Yeah, do Gossip Stones while you wait for Postman's Freedom would have been probably a decent opportunity at this point.
The express mail was where again? I forgot where it is exactly.
Great question. It was Standing Hard Piece, from what I remember. It was in Deku Palace. That was it.
Yeah, okay. So it's relatively easy to get. What the hells could still go and get that, hand it in, and get it done this cycle?
That is true, but like he could have done that, and in the time it takes for the postman to arrive, had done this as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Meanwhile, Michi going to get disappointed that soundcheck is nothing very soon.
I definitely feel for what the hell's happened. Like, he definitely... quite a few players amongst us, we definitely feel bad no matter what seed or how we did it in the seed, because situations like this just leave you feeling horrible. So like he could win, but you still feel really bad because it's like, oh god, you got thrown around so much. That is true. We do have all the hints, and the only ambiguous checks we have hinted are the All Night's Mask and Ocean House.
There it is.
There's a hook shot. See, this is why you should have done Pinnacle Rock first before.
All right, so that is essentially go mode, we think. We're very sure that something is going to be in Great Bay Coast, which will be either Garo or Gibdo. So what the hell's is in essentially go mode in a very bad time of day, as you say. So I think they're just going to get eggs here.
Rush eggs and then
rush dungeons.
Alright, so this is very much what the hell's happens race to lose at this point. Oh, he's got no more magic to kill this. So Michi is going to lose a little bit of time because he's going to set up seahorses and kill a few more pythons before he gets hold of the hookshot. But yeah, both of these runners made a mistake, in my opinion, not chasing Pinnacle Rock first. I'll ask them if there was a thought behind it. They probably had their own reasons for doing Pirate's Fortress first.
Well, I did pick FaZe as the winner there, but it didn't give the bet win. For some reason. I assure you, I'm picking FaZe and
oh no,
FaZe.
I accidentally picked
the wrong
one.
There we go. FaZe wins. Everything's fine.
Okay, Michi is also going to be chasing. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ask them about choosing pirate. Maybe just the density of the checks there played a factor into it, but honestly, if you have less than 3 bottles, I can understand, but they had 3 bottles at the time, and they know they have to do eggs.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
so I think
Michi is really close behind.
I still think this is what the hell's happened to Vase to lose at this point, because Michi's gonna lose a bit of time here doing seahorses until he gets the hook shot.
But they are in day 1, so their cycle is set up way better.
That's true, yeah. It won't take long for what the hell's happened to catch up cycle-wise, though.
No, it won't take long at all, but it is just a small time save that Michi has over what the hell's. So it's definitely going to be close. Some execution mistakes here from...
The good news is that, this is the kind of race that could come down to, like, are you going to rush New Wave? Are you going to rush Great Bay Temple so you can do Fisherman Game, or are you going to do Ocean House first? You know, these little things here.
Yeah, I'd say what the hell's has like, what, a 2-minute lead?
I think a bit more than that, 2.5, 3 maybe. The chest, why so, not the prize itself.
Yeah, Great Bay Coast still Way of the Hero for something.
That's true. I think the order in which they should go about this is that get the song. If the song is Sonata, then that's the dungeon you chase.
Yeah.
If nothing is in Woodfall, then rush Great Bay Temple. Do Fisherman Game. If it's not there, do Ocean House.
Do you do Kita before you rush?
There's no reason to do Kita.
If Sonata is Way of the Hero,
that's a very good point, actually.
Captain Kita.
Although I think, well, if you empty out all the checks in Great Bay Coast, you know it's Kita, so you're on the way over there anyway. I don't think it's worth going to Kita because that's time lost, time to backtrack again just to reach that point and use a hookshot get up. Infinite Sword Glitch is not allowed in this rule set. Again, this all depends on whether or not it's Sonata or what's it called? It's never required. So never. Oh, to order. There we go.
It's interesting to see if What the Hell spends the sort of 30 seconds it might take them to go and get Shadow Romani when they reset the cycle. Because they only have the sort of normal magic bar.
That is true, yeah. Although I suspect what you could do is you could... They still need to do Woodfall Temple, so I suspect that what you could do is you could just withdraw 200 rupees, do a dungeon at night time, and then after you finish the dungeon, you can go and buy Shadow Romani. That's an option. Wait, where's he going? What the hell's happened? You don't need to do this, do you? No, you don't need to. You don't even have to be here. Maybe
I guess they might be looking
for a
for
luxury item, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing. Okay.
Or maybe it just hasn't tied the logic together. I don't know.
That would be a huge issue. Or nearly very rolled into the guard. That will get you caught if you make physical contact with the guard. They will notice that.
They
much
will
like if you
throw that something they can't see out of the fortress.
Much like if you reach to grab a crisp. You are not invisible. You will be seen.
And slaps all around.
Yeah, interesting now what the hell's happened goes from left to right. It's not the most conventional way to grab eggs, but it's a way. Yeah, Michi also grabbing the hook shot. So yeah, this is going to come down to execution. But the difference is what the hell's happened has... as long as it's going to take for Michi to do Pirate Fortress, that's how much of a lead what the hell's happened has. Both of them have 4 bottles, so double dipping Pirate Fortress, or triple dipping at this point, wouldn't be a factor. Both of them are probably panicking that they did Pirate's Fortress before Pinnacle Rock as well. Yeah, now there's also the matter of what we're going to do about what the hell's happens first our save, because he didn't have 2 file saves. He only had the 1.
Yeah, that is something I will leave to the Majora's Mask moderation team.
Do we have a moderator? Actually, do you know what? I was offered an invitation to join the moderators. I might just accept it right now and make the decision here and now. What happened, Elio? So in the tournament, to comply with fair play agreement, which is what everyone has signed up for, you have to have 2 save files generated at the beginning of the race, so that every single owl save you do is saving the same amount of time. What the hell's happened did not have 2 save files. He only had the 1. But hey, there's Kamau's mask. Why is what the hell's happened still checking? I hope maybe he's still looking for double magic. That's the only thing I can think of, because he's got Fierce Deity. He should know he's in no mode. Also, Michi immediately making the play to go Ocean House.
That's a bold play.
I don't know about... Yeah. Maybe.
I think if you have to do eggs anyway, I don't see why you sort of brute force Ocean Spider House here.
I think the thing here is, if it's here, then Michi doesn't have to... Yeah, he can just go mode Woodfall Temple, assuming that it is Sonata. But if nothing's here, then Michi's just fallen further behind, unless what the hell's happened comes back here afterwards.
They're having very bad luck with this game here. There we go. There's
one
arrow left.
I didn't see if they picked up the refills, but...
Alright, losing the last arrow on the Skulltula. Do they get a payout?
No.
Yes, payout.
Okay, yeah. Should have specified.
If they got paid, but what they wanted. So
okay, so that leaves us with Fisherman's Game and just it being behind the song.
Yeah, so obviously if Eggs is not Sonata, they know that they need to do Fisherman's Game.
Yeah. So if What the Hell's Happened gets out to order here, then that's put What the Hell's Happened in an even larger lead. Or do you know? Because it'll probably just push them to do Ocean House as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Although I think, this is a tricky one because Fisherman's Game, it can take a while.
I've never even seen it on a race.
What you don't want to do by accident is finish Great Bay Temple before you can, finish it at a time where you can't do Fisherman's Game. I can't remember what the time. I think it's between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. No,
it's 7 till, isn't it?
7 till 4.
No, you're right. It's 7 till 4, both a.m. and p.m.
What the hell's happened is contemplating what song. Do you know what would be cool if the Zoa eggs actually formed the song you are about to get in the Randomizer? Probably impossible to implement, but it would be cool.
Knowing that this is 10 minutes ago, there were no pings from What the Hell, so I assume everything's fine. And it's Sonata.
Sonata. Okay, reset cycle and make your way to Woodfall Temple, or soar to a place.
Or to smash Woodfall out.
True. Why not?
Yeah,
why the
you
hell
can do
not?
it in time. Why the hell not? Plenty of time to get it done.
That's true. Yeah, he's got more time than I realized. He's not gonna have enough time to finish his cycle, unfortunately. But yeah.
Oh, no, definitely not. Great Bay Temple takes a ludicrous amount of time in comparison to the other ones.
I can't see Catjam.
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening in chat right now.
I am out of the loop. Out of the loop and into the comms booth. Famous saying.
Yep. This is ESR saying that one. It's ESR special.
You've always said it.
Yep. Every stream.
Alright.
What the hell really needs to pick up a magic drop here? There we go.
There was one here, yeah.
So they've been low on magic for what seems like an hour at this point.
Yeah, I don't think they got any magic after they had to manually kill that deep python.
TheMichi is also still going for these extra checks in Pirate's Fortress, so clearly they're not super comfortable with finishing the scene with what they've got.
Yeah, and they both know that Romani's mask isn't way of a hero, even if that's what they suspected. We know it's not.
And they both know where Chateau Romani is, so it's not like magic should be a concern, because they know that they can just get infinite magic for the rest of the seed.
This is a curious situation, yeah.
Maybe they're looking for like a... I don't even think it's possible. Maybe they're looking for Garrows / Gibdos in the other chests, but I don't think that's possible.
No, because it has to be locked. The other one, yeah, it's going to have to be in the canyon. The other one.
Well, double defense there should make What the Hell's Happened pretty happy.
I'm trying to think if there's anything bait in Great Bay Coast which could prolong this. Maybe Mask of Truth, maybe...
Yeah, it could be Mask of Truth.
What else could you find?
Trying to think of other...
They kind of...
No, Ocean Tile doesn't matter because Road to Arcana is...
Yeah, you need it anyway. Swamp Deed? Swamp Deed would be annoying.
We've seen Swamp Deed.
Gold Dust would actually be really bad for What the Hell's Happened. If What the Hell's Happened finds Gold Dust, that's really good for Michi. I guess that's Michi's one big in. Oh yeah, the Lens of Truth. Great. No, we both have it.
Lens.
It was the Moon's Tear, yeah. I have never seen this setup from... Oh wait, I have, because that's the one I do. This side hop over. Just quicker to use a Goron mask. Get a bit of heat for my Ocarina of Time style setups in the Jaws mask. The hierarchy don't like it.
Taking me a little while to get this Pirate's Fortress done, so not as close to what the hell's as we thought, I don't think.
They see my side hops and laugh. Wait, you can hookshot this from here? You can hookshot that from there,
Yo! That's great.
I never knew that. Okay. Granted, doesn't even have to be here. I don't think either of our runners realize they're in go mode. Well, no mode. Are we forgetting something? I'm sure we haven't.
Well, no, I know. Our trackers look pretty full. I don't think we're forgetting anything here. Unless the trackers are having us on. We actually don't have a keg.
No.
We've been deceived. Yeah, I guess they could be looking for a better sword. I know,
but
they know where Great Fairy Sword is, and they're not getting that. So,
but they have Fierce Deity Mask. I don't see how it's an issue. It's double magic is the only thing I can be thinking of. But they have access to Chateau de Mani as well. So, there's milk. I saw the bottle. And I was like, it's fine. It's not gold dust. It's just milk. Yeah, gold dust here would actually be quite awful for what the hell's happened.
Yeah, that'd be pretty horrendous.
He's gonna activate the Lotus in the middle. Doesn't have to, but sure.
Pleasing aesthetics, you know?
Yeah, get the poison out. Even if he can go mode the dungeon, not to say that the wildlife survived afterwards. So he's doing a good deed. As I say, is he going to check the Dragonfly's chest? He is. Do we know where Garrow? We do. We know that it's going to be, but either it's behind Sonata, which is what the hell's happened, is rushing right now, or it's going to be the Fisherman game.
Yeah, there's only 4 checks it can be under at this point. There's 3 of them still left here, and then 1 on the Fisherman game.
Green Dinosaur. The only ferry that has randomized checks is the one in North Clocktown. The one for returning stray ferries in dungeons are forced to junk items.
Ooh, Keaton!
It's not gold dust.
Oh boy!
It's not gold dust, but it's still. What would be worse right now is like another ambiguous bait item. Because now you gotta make a choice, and it's just ugh.
Gold dust and Keaton mask would be hilarious.
Yeah, we've only got one more item to find.
Jesus.
So yeah, one more item to find and one unfulfilled Wave of Hero location. So we're pretty much in no mode. What the hell's happened was going for was trying to drop a bomb chew in mid-air and use that to recoil over to this platform, but didn't release the bomb chew in time, so it just went off in its merry way, and he just backflipped off down the ladder.
Alright, and Michi has joined What the Hell's in Woodfall Temple.
So, what the hell's happening?
This is the Mars equivalent of Double Forest Temple. Just way more exciting.
Probably Double Pirate's Fortress at this point, honestly. We did see that as well. Double Pinnacle Rock would be mind-numbing. But yeah, What the Hell's Happened is in good shape right now. Gold... I think Ottawa would have to drop Gold Dust right now for Michi to come back into this.
Yeah, I can't think of another mask that might lead to some shenanigans.
Like, Romani's mask would have been the last one, but they have it, so... They both have couples masks.
Yeah, it's
nothing there.
It's Keaton or Kita at this point.
Ah, good.
You're welcome. Do you like what I did there?
I noticed it. It took me a while. But I'm not afraid. I don't like to admit it, but yeah. Alright then. Easy game. Go rush Keaton quiz if it's not there. Reset cycle. Do Great Bay Temple. Well, maybe you do.
No, we saw the chest in Ocean Spider House Epic. Michi did that before Woodfall, which is
actually
adding to the behind.
Russian. Oh no, wait! You don't have to do the checks in Great Bear Temple. You just need to rush it. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't matter which order you do this in.
Very much a reset here. Like, what the hell's getting their cycle sorted before the end game.
I think at this point it's the gamble of do you rush Kita or do you do Fisherman game? If you rush Kita and it's on Kita, you save a lot of time. If it's not on Kita, you've lost a bunch of... It's a pretty... I'm not going to say high risk, high reward, but it's a decent time save to be made if you feel like making a gamble.
Yeah. Thankfully, you can go mode Great Bay Temple regardless, so they're going to feel pretty happy about that.
Yeah, there's that too. You don't have to... Is he going to do it right now? Oh, he reset cycle, okay.
Cycle reset. I don't think they need to set anything up here. They have not gone for the Chateau Romani, so...
Which is fine. I think at this point...
fine. Confident enough in their magic to not require it.
Yeah, if there's one dungeon where you'd really benefit from having Chateau Romani, it's probably going to be Stone Tower Temple. No heads, to be honest. But...
Yeah, nothing like trying to fight Twin Mold without magic. Yeah, Michi's not far behind. Now that they've entered Woodfall here.
There is no Shadow Temple. Oath to Order is the song you play when you reach the clock tower to summon the giants.
I would love Temple Shuffle though. That'd be superb.
Well, that's one of us.
Shuffle the temples between the games? Oh, I'm all about it. And a Woodfall Temple, Jabu Jabu.
That'd be so complicated because, like, Zora has both the boomerang and the iron boots. Like, Goran has the hammer and the... what else? His own unique skill set, we'll put it that.
He is just a hammer. I mean, I guess the Deku is the worst of the lot. It's literally just a slingshot.
Deku's just happy for the ride, I suppose, yeah.
Although, a slingshot and, I guess, Rock's cape. If we were to give it another Zelda item. No swag strats here by What the Hells.
Putting fate into the hands of the Tech Tyke. Thankfully, the Tech Tyke was feeling generous, so he didn't go for him. That's kind of the issue with shooting the ice platform a bit too close to the entrance. If the Tech Tyke notices you from hook shots in the barrel, it will start coming towards you. So if you shoot the platform close to the turnkey, you could find yourself being jumped into by a Tech Tyke.
Now, if you're What the Hells, do you do Keaton quiz or do you do Fisherman's game first?
Fisherman's game, I suppose. It's a good one. I would have done it before resetting cycle, honestly. Somebody tell what the hell's happened. You can make that jump without pushing the block. Although maybe he was trying to climb it, but then the freaking genius who put climb and grab on the same button had other plans. Yeah, Keaton is faster. It's not a huge time loss going for Keaton quiz. It is if you don't know the answers, but that's...
Yeah. Hookshot was in a chest in Pinnacle Rock.
If you're like me and you're scrambling to find Go mode, you find Keaton Mask, and you get the one question in Keaton quiz you've never encountered before and lose, it's the most frustrating shit. Alright, let's see. A good fight from Michi here on Ottawa. I forget, what the hell's happened? Use Fierce Deity Mask? I think he did, didn't he? There's double magic.
Oh, nice. That helped.
Why is he checking chest? I mean, it worked out, but why is he checking chest?
Alright. A very quick 60-second bet.
Will we find out? Well, I think the answer is yes. Oh, okay, I see the question now. Which one is it? Interestingly, neither of them used Fierce Deity for Odawa.
People have not understood this bet very well. At least Riley and Toxic did. We're good. We've got a few guesses.
Hang on. Fuck! Zombie beat me.
Well, maybe I don't care about your opinions, Felix. Don't you tell me you don't care about my bets. I'm doing my best.
Wait, no, Zombie didn't beat me. Yeah, nice. So you have a 1 in 4 chance of getting it correct.
Pretty much, yeah. And closed.
Oh, green dinosaur. We'll remember this.
You know what? If that's right, I'll give you the win anyway.
Oh, are you allowed?
No.
Is nothing sacred?
No. Not when I'm running the show.
Oh my god, what if Garo and Gibdo are both behind Keaton and Captain Keita?
Good.
That would be fantastic.
But then who wins the bet?
Oh wait, no, it's a 1 in 6 chance because this. Never mind. It's a 1 in 6. I forgot there was still Fisherman's Game.
Yeah.
Michi, what are you doing?
What's this about? Unfortunately, this is just very much throwing away time to what the hell's at this point.
Do you know what Michi did? Michi saw the Keaton mask and said, hey, you know who has the Keaton mask?
Yeah, I'm interested as to why they chose to check that. Again, they're still searching checks. I'm not 100% sure why. Like, even What the Hells is still checking checks. They got double magic there.
I think What the Hell's happened isn't thinking clearly in general, because if he's forgot that he could just drown with the Goron mask and get hit quicker, he opted to go back up and then go into the little cyclone lobby thing. And Zombie Phoenix, I believe yes, because I think what it checks for is it removes it from the game and asks, can the game be completed without it? And if the answer is no, it's eligible for What the Hell's for Wave Hero.
All right, Keaton quiz time. Let's eliminate some bets. It's a piece of heart.
It's a piece of heart.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more active bets. Only 4 that can be right at this point. Ms. Riro, Fox, Namaha, Zombie Phoenix, and Riley are the only 4 that can win the bet.
Oh, okay. So what are the winning combinations then? We've got 4 people left. What's left?
Fisherman Game by Riley. We've got Garo on Captain Keita by Zombie Phoenix. We've got Garo on Fisherman Game by Namaha. And Ms. Riro Fox is Garo on Fisherman.
So no one's gone for Gibdo?
No one's gone for Gibdo on Fisherman, so he just might not have any wins.
That sounds like Gibdo in general no one's gone for.
Riley went for Gibdo on Fisherman.
Ah, okay. So Riley's faith is in the Gibdo mask. Everyone else has gone for the Garo.
So if it's on Fisherman Game, we have a winner. If it's on Captain Keita, if no one bet Gibdo, then we lose. As a collective, we all lose.
Yeah. I think the most straightforward bets that's ever been posted. And no one got it right. Somehow we got Pinnacle Rock having hookshot correct, but not the 1 in 6.
Yeah. Not the ones we can logically work out in our head.
Yeah. No, you don't need Sonata for Swamp House. You just need a projectile weapon, a bottle for bugs, and a means of collecting Sculptural tokens.
Do you know what I want to see? I want to see Mask of Truth on Fisherman Game.
It's possible, yeah. Do you know what I don't want to see for Michi's sake? Gold dust on... Oh wait, it's day 2, he's fine. I thought it was...
If we find gold dust, it would just be brilliant. That's
for us.
all 6 bottles as well.
Yeah, exactly. That would mean that the song on eggs locked 2 bottles. So that's cool. Wait. Yeah.
We've already got Fierce Deity masks.
We have Fierce Deity. It's on the tracker.
It's on. What the hell's?
Yep, he's wearing it. Oh, it's so nice having Fierce Deity for this boss fight. And Tattle is having an in-day. Deciding, do you know what? I'm not going to lock onto Georg for you. I'm just going to hang out.
Georg's wearing the stone mask, so Tattle doesn't know where it is.
Best mask in the game, unless someone else is wearing it.
Unless it's on Georg.
I was going to say, imagine a boss wearing a stone mask, but is that not what Bongo Bongo is doing?
I guess. Not quite sure why it wouldn't go all the way down to its hands.
His hands are detached from his face. Like here's the thing: if Rayman wore the mask, would you still see his entire body, but just his face disappears, or like, do you have to join your body up to make it?
These are the critical questions you can't answer for, folks.
Alright, what's on Georg? Nothing's on Georg. I remember this can't be anything. It's the Gilded Sword. You know the thing that they would. So Double Magic and Gilded Sword was in. was in Great Bay Temple. Wow. Michi is not going to get Double Magic, which is the correct play, frankly. Like, you should be rushing this.
I mean, they did the correct play by skipping that, but they also went and checked Cafe.
Cafe, true, yeah.
So I think both runners not quite on the wavelength they need to be. That's fine.
Questions that need answering, frankly, yeah.
To be honest, finding that hook shot so late has got to put both of them into some form of panic mode, so...
Yeah,
I'm not
that is true.
surprised. What the hell's happened is going to check Keaton quiz here, so Michi loses no time having checked that already. It's going to be very disappointing when it's not anything. Probably going to do Fisherman game first because they don't have a warp to the graveyard.
It's tricky, this one. Captain Kita as a check is faster, but you lose time if you have to backtrack there again. So
yeah, going all the way there is slow.
Oh god, I don't know what I would do, honestly. I think I would go Fisherman game first, but I'd be so wary about the fact that my opponent has gone straight to Kita.
I'd be doing Fisherman game first, but I'd also be swearing the entire time.
Yeah, I'd be like reluctantly shouting.
To do Fisherman game. Oh, it looks like what the hell's is going Kita first.
Oh, yeah, I would get up there and start swearing because I'm like, this is the wrong fucking choice. What the fuck am I doing? This is stupid.
Fucking Fisherman game, not having it always hit. Fuck this.
Yeah. It never has anything. Why am I here? And then you do it and you get like, oh, I got lucky. I got lucky. Exactly. If Kita has it, you're already on the path. But if Kita doesn't have it, you need to now backtrack and make this journey again, losing even more time.
Back in 20 seconds.
Then. Alright, so I need, well, I kind of need Chimp here for this, honestly. I need a refresher of who betted on what in terms of where our canyon access is and what mask could contain. I believe we have both options for Captain Kita. So if it's on Captain Kita, someone's gonna... Yeah, that's it. Like, if you're making sure you're not backtracking unnecessarily, then you probably do Fisherman's game first. But Captain Kita is by far the quicker of the two. It's almost a microism of... That's not a word. It on a micro scale, it's the decision between saying, I got one song left, and I have to do eggs, but I also haven't done Icona Castle. Like, Icona Castle is by far the quicker of the two. but it's time lost if you go for it and it's not there.
So I guess even if Michi rushes Fisherman's game here, What the Hell is going to have started and done that first, so
yeah,
still that advantage for What the Hell's here. Alright, what we got? It's the Gibdo.
So, Riley won?
No one won.
No one.
Not a single person bet Gibdo on Kia.
Well, fantastic. Okay,
Everyone.
What the hell's... Ooh, that Bonchu. What the hell's happened as well and truly in the racing seat. We knew that this was What the hell's happened's race to lose, but I think that's the final nail in the coffin for Michi. Yeah. In terms of the winner's bracket, of course. Michi does not leave the tournament by losing. He will go down to loser's bracket, where he shall face the loser between Skyward and me.
Yeah, this is assuming that Michi loses. What the Hells could have any form of errors here.
He could get disqualified for not having 2 save files. I'm joking, by the way. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. But could you imagine?
No, and I don't even want to theorize about it. So,
should we summon Trez again to ask him?
Hey, Drew's in chat. Drew can answer us right now. It's fine.
Yeah, but I have 50,000 points. I can. I've got the technology.
We don't want someone to have to drive with their knees again. So let's not cause some sort of car crash in Germany.
Drew, What the Hell's Happened didn't have 2 save files at the beginning. He only had 1. So that's an instant ban, right?
Yeah.
Just outright? Not even into loser's bracket.
They just get 1 less owl time, I guess, would be my 2 cents there, but...
Deduct the first owl save. Okay.
That's fair.
As punishment.
They're both on 1 owl save, essentially, so...
Cool. So if Michi finishes within 24 seconds, then he takes the win, but...
Well, they both only have 1, so...
Yeah. True. So, never mind. Oh, we have an objection from Toxic Oxygen. What is your complaint, Toxic Oxygen? Yeah, can we have, like, rando courtroom in session, please? Oh, and he's been overruled by Hamster. I didn't know Hamster was a judge, but... I'm learning all manners of things today. Well, sorry, Toxic, you've been overruled by Hamster. I think that's how court works, right?
Pretty sure Toxic now gets banned from the channel.
I think that's where this is going, yeah, because famously, if you appeal against punishment, you get punished even further if you don't win.
Not only do you get banned, you have to pay us all like $10 each.
So Toxic's punishment is he has to continue making true strats, but for MMR. No more OOT.
Which are really good. I swear.
Oh, but Sparks is going to put in an appeal. Is it going to appeal? All right. Well, which courtroom do we go for an appeal? Like maybe it's just like a small claims court, or?
No, it's the court for arbitration for sport.
This goes all the way to the top.
This is Champions League level of.
How many channel points do I need to summon Lord Co? Oath to order on...
That was our last song. Back to reality.
Oh, so Michi is going to go straight to Captain Keita as well before doing Fisherman's Game. So both of them making the correct choice.
So I still haven't ever seen a Fisherman's Game on a race.
That's true, yeah. Even when like it was completely viable to be doing it right now, yeah. Maybe they both forgot that Fisherman's Game, because I forget. Honestly, I forget all the time that Fisherman's Game is a thing considered within Great Bay Coast. Because then what would have happened if you'd done Captain Keita and not find what they're looking for? Do you think they'd remember?
Yeah, surely they remember. I can't imagine anyone being in the top 24 and forgetting that Fisherman's Game exists.
There are no quote-unquote stone dungeons in this game. All 4 dungeons are dungeons you 100% have to clear to finish the seed.
Yeah, there are side dungeons, but they aren't what you'd classify as stone dungeons. You'd relate them more to your GTGs and Ice Cap.
Fuck, Drew got me. There is a stone temple. But it's stone in name and in appearance, but not in... There's a stone in this game? Wait, which one?
I guess uninverted stone tower. But then it doesn't lead to a song, so... Alright, Captain Keita down for the second time.
I thought you meant like there's a Stone of Agony, which I was forgetting about. Stone Mask, yes, there is a stone. Oh my god, the best mask in the game is a stone. That's why it's so powerful. Go mode for Michi as well. Well, no mode. They still have Oath to Order to collect, but they're gonna warp. Oh no, they're playing Inverted Song of Time. Okay.
I guess what the hells could lose a substantial amount of time just waiting midnight. Because they are still on cycle 1.
Oh yeah, they never forwarded time of day.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure why the Michi aren't inverted time here. It seems like they've got enough time to go and do Egos and Stone Tower and make it. I'm not sure if I'd have inverted there, but I'm not 100% sure.
This is interesting, yeah, because...
Honestly, Big Green Dinosaur, don't worry about the 2 big saves thing. It's fairly arbitrary at this point. It's just a
very minor detail.
Did, which Toxic is getting banned for, but otherwise it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, I always forget about the wait for midnight being fucking long. Like, I can't believe watching the weekly yesterday and just watching Seria sit there for what felt like 5 minutes.
Oh, was it Oath to Order on Powder Keg or something like that?
I can't remember. I just know that they waited there for a long time.
So, I suppose I can do the service Green Dinosaur of explaining like the context for it. So in these tournament matches, we have the FPA, which is the Fair Play Agreement. One thing about Majora's Mask that separates it from Ocarina of Time is that you can't save the game from the menu. The only way you can save it, well, there's 2 ways, in fact. The one method of saving is by playing Song of Time. The other mode of saving is via an owl statue. And the owl statues automatically take you to the main menu when you save. Which means you lose time, which sucks. But what also sucks is is crashing your game, or your emulator or your console crashing, and you haven't saved in a long time because saving is slow. So FPA, Fair Play Agreement, introduced a system in which you can do owl saves and you don't lose time. So every single time you save at an owl statue, you gain back 24 seconds. Now the reason it's 24 seconds is because that's the time it takes to go back to the main menu, erase your second game file, which is just there as your backup in case you did crash. You have to erase that one because you only have 2 file spaces. So you need to remove one so that you can copy the one you've just saved, and that is your new backup in case you crash. Now the thing is, if you don't have to erase that first one, then that is 4 seconds saved. So initially it was going to be the case that your first owl save was only 20 seconds gained instead of 24. But to rid any confusion regarding it, the decision was made to tell all racers, just have both of your files prepared and ready so that every single time you do an owl save, you have to go through the effort of erasing one of your files. What the Hell Has Happened did not have 2 files at the beginning. It's a very small thing, and again, it's just not even worth the time it's taken for me to explain it, frankly. But that is the reason for why we were joking earlier. And it's exclusive to Majora's Mask, this owl saves time thing. You're never going to see something like this in Ocarina of Time, because you can just save every time you open a menu, and it's great. Doesn't mean you always do it, and I constantly lose all my progression to crashes, but yeah. So that is FPA and the owl statues all in what felt like 10 minutes of me waffling about something I probably could have took a minute to explain, but yeah, that's... we saw a first try recoil flip from What the Hell's Happened. Very nicely done. The nerves not getting to him.
So if Michi has really strong performance here, I guess What the Hell's has now fast forwarded time of day, so it shouldn't really come into effect, but they might still have to wait some amount of time, maybe just a minute.
Yeah, the biggest dilemma for What the Hell's Happened is that for me, at least, it usually takes about 4 in-game hours to clear Stone Tower Temple on average. So if you fast forward time at the beginning of Stone Tower Temple, you have about 2 hours of in-game time left to just muck about. With that said, it usually takes me about 2 in-game hours to climb Stone Tower. So I tend to go to the final night before I start ascending the Stone Tower, and that usually takes me to midnight by the time I'm finishing off Twin Mode. So What the Hell's Happened, depending on how strong of a Twin Mode fight he has, it doesn't matter, because he still has to wait for midnight. So it doesn't matter what kind of fight What the Hell's Happened has, as long as he has a fight that's quicker than the time it takes for the clock to hit midnight, because at that point he is losing time.
Yeah. If they hadn't have remembered to adjust their time of day, which thankfully they did, I honestly think that Michi might have been able to steal the win, but thankfully they've remembered and aren't going to have to sit around for a significant period of time.
You know, Blaze has been very quiet during this. I wonder what he would have said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not used to having a commentary partner that's so quiet, but, you know, it is an extra dynamic.
Maybe it takes 3 hours of gameplay for him to launch that one nugget of gold wisdom, which, like, are for levels of insightful, but like times 1,000. Yeah, What the Hell's Happened is in a comfortable lead here, and more than likely is going to take this race. Both races are in go mode, but What the Hell's Happened is approaching the end of Stone Tower Temple, whereas TheMichi is yet to enter it. He'll probably enter it by the time What the Hell's Happened. No, maybe he'll still be in the Twin Mode fight. But curiously enough, Michi also didn't fast forward time, so whatever issues What the Hell's... Oh wait, he did! Oh, hang on! So, Michi is 1 in-game hour behind What the Hell's Happened. This... Oh no, they got Fierce Deity Mask. Never mind. I was going to say, this could come down to the Majora fight, but they have Fierce Deity Mask, so it's going to be quite quick. But yeah, pay attention to both of their in-game timers. They both have to wait for midnight. And What the Hell's Happened has about just over an hour on the Michi. And I think it's like just over half a minute is 1 in-game hour in Majora's Mask. So we joked about this, but like it actually could have come down to an hour save for Michi to come back into this. Yeah. Oh, that's clever. For Michi. Now someone correct me. This is from Kingdom Hearts, isn't it?
That was, yeah.
It was.
It actually sounds really, really close to its original tune, so fair play.
It's really good. But the people who work on custom songs for this do a really hecking good job.
Yeah, absolute gods. Michi's going left here.
Oh, he goes for this strat? I guess it doesn't matter because, they both have to wait for midnight. But that is curious. I suppose if you don't like going for the recoil flip, this is probably a better angle to shoot Igor with.
Yeah, that looked pretty nice.
See, the last person I saw go for that strat was Francois Harpy. Yeah, that was very clean. Okay, so yeah, if you shoot Igor, that's probably a better place to be. But the only reason I'd be shooting Igor is because I don't have a bomb bag, and you need a bomb bag to make that long jump. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think I'm ever going to go for that. But yeah, if you go for Igor, that's probably better, honestly. Like if you go for the light arrows to kill Igor. So yeah, what the hell's happened is probably going to win by more than a minute at this point. He's just loafing around, and Michi's still got all these cutscenes as well that stop the in-game timer. So yeah, it
looks like they've got a comfortable lead at this point.
Now, if I was what the hells, I would be, I don't know. I guess it's better to just wait where you land and then warp into Clock Town rather than warp to Clock Town and wait in East Clock Town. Alright. We are on our way to the final stretch of the race. What the hell's happened? Gonna climb the clock tower. Gonna play Oath to Order to summon the giants, but you won't know that because we have cutscenes skipped. Taking the long way round to get here. So what's going to happen is Skull Kid's going to look very confused, and then suddenly you're on the moon. Oh no, there's the giants. Okay, never mind. I gotta say, I feel for Michi because he's in go mode. He's about to finish up his last dungeon. He hasn't seen what the hell's happened is finished yet. Oh, okay, like Michi from 10 minutes ago, I must say. We'll have to remember there's a delay in these things. Michi and what the hells are probably just hanging out watching this right now. But yeah, it's in a 1v1, it's nerve-wracking having such a long go mode.
Alright, and we have First Day Majora, which is so easy and free in comparison to not having it. It's unreal.
Now, if I was a man of the people, I would take the first deity mask off and fight hand to hand with the mask, with the sword mask.
Just not even with a sword, just punch it.
Nope, yep. But no, I would also be terrified that Michi's about to finish, so I would keep the mask on and play. Oh, he's gonna have to go from a distance and shoot him, yeah. Second phase, Incarnation. He's just a bit of fun, really. I don't think he's all that... Unless he's spamming you with those little lasers, but like... He's a chill guy. I'd hang out with Majora's Incarnation.
Would you? Seems like it'd be a right pain in the ass. Seems like a kid on ADHD.
I think it would have to be on the condition that like I'm not the only person taking them to the party, because then it feels like I'm responsible. Like if I'm with a group of people, we turn up and Incarnation's running around the kitchen throwing mugs everywhere, and it's like, well, it wasn't my idea to take him. But...
Alright, and the final phase. There's the hit. Almost finished.
An absolute doddle with Fierce Deity Mask.
Yeah,
really. I love the fact that Fierce Deity Mask is in this now.
There it is. GG. So what the hell's happened? Don't jinx me on comms, that's the worst way. Finish time of 2:58.53, just sub-3ing the seed. Commiserations to TheMichi, who was very close. It was a great race to watch.
Yeah, fantastic stuff.
Yeah,
it wasn't a blowout. We had a good solid hour of questioning where the hell anything was.
For sure, yeah, not a massive jet seed.
Which is good for us, bad for the runners, admittedly.
What the hell's is memeing on their stream, but we can't see it because it's cropped out of the restream. There we go.
We can see it now, there it is.
Alright.
If you have the chug, post chug. I sadly do not have chug. I remember listening to What the Hell's Happened talk about that emote, saying like he just wants something as a placeholder. So he added that, and it's just like, well, I guess I'm keeping it. Or I can't remember if like he planned for it to be a placeholder, but said it's probably going to be a great emote to begin with, so I'll just keep it.
Alright, as Michi finishes up, we are going to drag both of our runners in here for an interview and watch Michi finish off. And here they are, TheMichi and What the Hell's Happened. GG to you guys.
Yeah, that was a fun race.
That was an excellent race to watch, yeah. So close.
Excellent for us, yeah. I feel for you guys, because these are the worst kinds of seeds to have in a 1v1.
The worst mistake I did was I got Sonata. I was like, yeah, it's probably Woodfall Temper or Egos, and I completely forgot about Egos.
You did what, sorry? Oh, you didn't realize you didn't have Oath already?
No, I did. I didn't have Oath. I needed Gipto Mask to get Oath.
Oh, did you say you thought you had Sonata already? Or?
Yeah, I got Sonata from Great Bay Coast, and since it was Way of the Hero, I was like, yeah.
Oh, do you mean Kita?
Yeah.
Right, you forgot Kita. Okay, right.
Not Ego, sorry, Kita, I mean. Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Alright, let's try and drag What the Hell's in. I'm trying to drag them in, but I'm also not sure if they're ready to be dragged in. Because they might be trying to fix their issues. I'll give them 10 seconds, I'll try and drag them in again. But yeah, it was a great race, Michi. It's really close between the pair of you. The main point was the hook shot, and it just sort of been lying in Pinnacle Rock for a little while. Definitely accessible earlier.
Yeah, indeed.
Than both of you got it, but alright, let's try one more time. Do we have a What the Hell's Happened?
Hello?
There we go, we have a What the Hell's Happened. GG on the win.
Thanks.
GG, man.
TheMichi.
Yeah,
GG's and congratulations.
Yeah, we were just as Michi finishes up on Restream, they were just discussing that hook shot placement.
Oh my god. It's scary.
I guess my first initial question is, when it comes to routing, did the two of you switch up how you'd often do it, or do you just play comfortable to how you'd normally do it?
Really have a route. I kind of just... I do the route Drew showed me when I started Rando. I kind of stuck to it for now, so that's pretty much it.
And Michi?
Yeah. I didn't change my routing at all. At least the early game, I did not really change.
Okay, so it's very much a it's a 1v1, but I'm going to play my own game. If it works out, it works out. If not, then so be it. I would just don't change anything else, because I suppose it can be used to getting caught in your head thinking that it's a 1v1. I should change my decision making here. I could probably do this instead, because this is something I often debate about in terms of a weekly, where you can make decisions that can place you consistently well in a weekly, but you're not aiming to finish consistently. You're aiming to beat one person, and I think that can, depending on the kind of person you are, I suppose that can radically change how you route a 1v1. But I don't know if the two of you feel that way, or if it's just I'm just going to do my own thing.
Yeah, like I don't think I have enough experience yet with Majora's Mask to like actually have a game plan that's like thinking steps ahead of my opponent. Like right now, I'm kind of just hoping everything works out and trying to beat dungeons and beat the game.
So I guess in the point where it came to hunting for the hook shot, were you prioritizing density in areas of checks, or just the efficiency of where you were 100% in the area before moving on to the next? What was your thinking?
I don't know, because I was thinking about doing maybe what's it called? The place with the eels, Pinnacle Rock. I was thinking of doing that before Fortress, but since it was already night 3, it's like, well, if I start getting eggs there and then I somehow never find a hookshot after all that, then I got eggs for nothing. But then hookshot was actually there, so I did Fortress without hookshot, so I thought maybe that could have screwed me in the end.
Yeah, I was going to say, but then you still did Pinnacle Rock on night 3 anyway, so I don't think that changed much.
Yeah, at that point I was like, well, I got to do checks anyway at this point. So.
Yeah, there wasn't really much left, so it made perfect sense.
Were you not concerned that you were not going to find the hookshot, and you potentially only had 12 in-game hours to find a hookshot, otherwise you had to get rid of all 3 eggs you just collected?
Yeah, that was the thing. That was why at first I was dodging Pinnacle Rock. And then after that I was like, well, screw it. At this point, might as well just go for it.
Did either of you to at any point consider going race? Because neither of you did it, and both of you found the letter. So I was interested to see if either of you rushed the letter and just said F it to go and race, or the decision to leave your cycle going as long as possible in case, as a last resort, go and race, which is something you had to do, but you just didn't want to go into the next cycle and have to beat Goat again.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I didn't really have any concerns about Goron race. I mean, when I went there, I didn't have the powder keg, so I was like, yeah, if it's like the last check I need to do, I'll do it then. But it's like gossip stones. I did not do those. I just kept them in the back of my head.
Interesting, because the few times I watched you, Michi, you have a tendency to 100% clear your locations when you go there.
Yeah.
So I was interested to see if you were, because neither of you bought a keg, and both of you reset the cycle before going to Snowhead, which ended up being the correct decision, because otherwise you do spring Twin Islands and you get the Cabbage letter and it's too late, which would have been awful. But thankfully the two of you avoided that.
Yeah. It was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that just in case that happens.
Right. Both of you continue to get checks after finding the hook shot, despite the fact that at the time I suppose you would have known about Great Bay Coast having your canyon access. Was that just searching for luxury items, or just autopilot taking over?
I wasn't sure. I was thinking probably not, but I wasn't sure if like Romani's mask was Way of the Hero for the letter to Mama check in the milk bar, and it led to magic. I was like, I don't think it's in logic for this since you can go like earlier at night, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I thought, what if this whole time it was just Romani's mask that was Way of the Hero?
Okay.
But I was like, I can't leave these checks behind. I'll look like an idiot if it has something.
Yeah, we were when we found Romani's mask, we were like, "Oh, is that the Way of the Hero?" But upon discussing it with Chad at the time, Romani's mask was actually counted as Milk Road because you could get off. It was technically the ranch map, so it was the Milk Road item.
Oh yeah,
not a Great Bay Coast item.
Wait, I think I didn't do Milk Road Tingle. I just realized.
Yeah, we didn't think you had.
Shit. Okay.
I had nothing. Except Romani's mask, yeah.
Yeah, they had the Romani's mask, of course, which again.
I mean, fair play, because Swamp Tingle, on the other hand, had everything. And
Yeah, I just want to say, speaking of Tingle, what was up with Swamp Tingle? I needed like 10 seconds to realize what's happening there.
Yeah, Tingle stacked, Lens Cave not stacked. Their seed flipped on its head today.
But yeah, the reasoning why I did still did some checks was in case I got Gypto Mask, for example, or I don't know, any other item that I don't know, maybe it was like this is an T edit, for example. Maybe it would have been All Knight's Mask, for example. So I just wanted to check everything just in case.
Yeah, it was definitely a tricky sort of.
And then in the end, I realized, like, yeah, I just should have done that, and I got everything else already.
So, what the hell? Something we need to talk you through is the Dampe digging.
Yeah, I have no idea how that works.
So, it's set the exact the sand areas which have the torches are set every time, and they are always the same.
Yeah,
we
usually
were
was
like,
one at the top, but I didn't know which one it was.
yeah, we were like, just do they know this? What's going on here? And yeah, obviously it turns out you didn't know that it was.
Dampe's so stupid. Why does he jump down?
Oh yeah, he's the slowest bastard.
What's wrong with him?
He's nearsighted. He needs you nearby to.
Nearsighted and slow, unless you spawn a ghost across the room from him. And
yeah.
Very long-sighted and fast.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, when I saw Dampe has Sora Mask, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a fun seed.
Well, Captain's Hat wasn't too far away, so it wasn't terrible. But at some point, I was wondering if you were tempted to... Because, Michi, we spoke about this in the past. If you see something ambiguous hinted, and you always hint, you will go for them.
Yeah, I remember that.
And with the Zora Mask, that does put the land title deed in Swamp Skullhouse into logic. I'm going to say I'm surprised you didn't do it, but I'd be surprised if anyone did it. So, was there a reason why you put that off? Or just...
I was thinking about doing it. The problem with Ocean Spider was I didn't have time for it because it was, I believe, day 2 when I got the hookshot.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I just finish everything in this cycle, and if I got nothing, I'll just reset.
And you couldn't do it anyway, because by the time you got hookshot, I suppose we didn't get your answer to that question. Did you realize that you were in no mode when you got the hookshot?
Not really. The thing is, I was like, yeah, when I got hookshot, I was like, yeah, it's probably gonna be Sonata, or it's gonna be Fisherman if I'm really unlucky. But I kind of forgot about that, and when I did Great Bay Temple, I still did not think about it. So I was thinking about, yeah, should I go to Fisherman Harpies right now? And then I realized I forgot Kida. And I went to Kida and was mad at myself.
Well, unfortunately for you, you realized before you opened the compass chest, and that had your double magic in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we saw what the hell was happening, picked that up.
Oh,
yeah, that's when I knew for sure, like, okay, at least there's no way this is magic lock. So I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, so the magic in Great Bay Temple, like, corrected you in...
Yeah, I mean, I was still gonna rush the Sonata stuff and like Fisherman and Ocean and Spider House chest.
Oh, that's incredible.
I was still gonna prioritize that, but then the magic, I was like, okay, now I know for sure I'm not an idiot.
Isn't that magic locked though?
Well,
It's
maybe
not,
it is.
no.
Let's just pretend it is.
Compass chest, right?
Yeah, it's
No,
not
that's
magic
not magic lock. That's not magic
Wow,
lock.
I didn't realize anything in Great Bay Temple wasn't magic lock. Fair enough.
Yeah, what do you need? Zormask, Hookshot, and New Wave
That's it.
Nova?
Yeah, I don't know the layout of the temple in regards to like pushing the switches in the water, so I wasn't sure if you needed the ice arrows to sort of change the direction.
For every single chest in there except boss heart container, you don't need magic or ice arrows, or any arrows for that matter.
Hey, you don't even need the bow, yeah. Maybe you do. But...
For ward, I don't know, is it logic? If ward?
I think if you don't have bomb bag, yes, but
First bomb, Ward, let's go.
I think that's possible, you know. Yeah.
You can do it with a sword only, do you know that?
It's hideous, but yeah, I think that's possible. Yeah, so for long chunk of this race, it boiled down to who's going to find the hook shot last. Sorry, first. Well, last as well, but first, and it just boiled down to what the hell's happened, choosing to go Pinnacle Rock first. I'm surprised both of you chose Pirate's Fortress over Pinnacle Rock. Is that just because of the density of Pirate's Fortress?
Yeah, density and the picture. Just
Of
for
course,
the
yeah,
off chance.
You got the
yours.
picture box as well, yeah. What the hell's happened? Did not pick that up. Do you remember where you got
Where
it,
was
Michi?
It was Swamp Archery, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go, Melrose.
Yeah. I think I said at the time too, like, what's Michi doing here? You can go to the mountain. Like, you went to the mountain. I was like, let's go. What the hell's happened? And then you went to Swamp Archery. I was like, well, I know I've got it back now, but. And then you got the picture box, and I started worrying.
Yeah.
That's not to
I
say I
always
had any
do
biases.
D-horses when I get the chance, just in case.
It's fair, honestly. I think in a 1v1 you can afford to play like that as well, because you're not having to make decisions to get ahead of a lot of people. It's just about one person. So if anything, Michi, I think the way you root actually favors you in competition format than it would in a weekly, which is why I'm really scared, because if I lose to Skyward, it's me and you. So I'd rather. I was kind of hoping you'd win, honestly, because I don't know. I mean, both of you scare me. This is the first time I've actually seen you race. What the hell's happened? I just know that every single time you finish a race, you hate it. You hate yourself. So.
I don't hate myself as much now. It's good.
Okay, cool. So those feelings are beginning to go away. That's awesome. Yeah, I was in the 1v1 against Michi the other day, and he completely thrashed me. So I needed.
I was thinking,
guess...
like, what if he went for the Swamp Spider House too, like for the title deed? I was thinking,
Oh, if I were in your shoes, I would be sweating. I would have definitely gotten there as soon as I got Zora Mask, honestly.
No, but I was like rather the opposite. I was just like, if he does it, I'll let him do it and hope it's nothing.
I mean, that's what I did in our last 1v1, but then, like, for context, the Lens of Truth were in the Swamp House, and Michi just got it immediately, whereas I took my sweet time again, thinking like, okay, last resort, I'll get the Lens. And when I got the Lens, Michi finished, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
so it's definitely not Lens then. And then Riley's like popping off, like, he rushed for Lens! He got the Lens! And this one, I was like, well, looks like I don't want to race Michi anymore because he's going to kick my ass every time. And then a week later, you kicked Skyward's ass. Like,
But that was just lucky.
I don't know, man. I hope it is for my sake. Enough about me, though.
Yeah.
What the hell's happened? You go through to the next round. Who have you got waiting for you in round 2? Oh, that's all.
ATZ is just everywhere. Everywhere I look, everywhere I play, I have to play ATZ, god damn it. He's in my dreams, he's in my nightmares. Hate my life.
Good
I
luck.
can't remember. Did you climb up the ranks in your last race? What the hell's happened in terms of seeding? Because you might finish the race, you might have got a lot of points. Think, okay, cool, I'm higher up in the leaderboard now, and then you look, like, guess what? That just means you've now put yourself against ATZ in the next round.
I mean, no matter what, I was playing someone in top 5 in the next round or something like that. So.
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
ATZ has the psychological advantage on me, so he has that. Plus, he's really good at Majora's Mask, so that's not good.
There's that too, yeah.
Better the enemy you know, right? At least you've had enough run-ins with ATZ to know who they are.
At least OOT, I feel like I have a shot. MM's like, haha, okay, let's.
I like how now the ATZ and what the hell's happened rivalry is now transcending Ocarina of Time into other games.
Like
other formats.
ATZ, let's do it.
Eventually we'll get like a Hyrule Historia re-release and it'll have the timeline of What the Hells versus ATZ. Probably been a better timeline than the actual timeline, so wouldn't criticize it.
think the best flex, honestly, would be if What the Hell's Happened beat A to Z. So What the Hell's Happened can make a routing tutorial.
That would be the funniest thing ever if I somehow beat ATZ. Like, I can't beat him in OT, but I somehow he forgets a check, he does something stupid, and I win. That would be the funniest thing ever. That would make no sense at all. First time beating him. Yep, Majora's Mask, of course. As predicted.
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
And Michi, you have either myself and Skyward, but you've beaten both of us already, so I wouldn't worry too much. You'll probably have a nice, easy match. Problem is, like, after that match, you've got either one of Jess or FaZe, so it doesn't get easier.
Yeah, I guess no matches really get easy in this stage of the tournament, so...
Not really.
Every single match is like, cool, well, I'm probably boned. But then all runners think that going into races. I don't think I've ever interviewed someone or met someone like, yeah, it was fine. I knew I was going to win.
Yeah, sure.
But I go into every race saying, well, no, I'm going to lose. And that's the same, right? Yeah,
but we're British. That's literally our attitude. 50% sarcasm, 50% pessimism. It's just how we're brought up.
Is it only 50%? I thought it was more.
Well, it could be more. That's my split, at least.
Okay. You're doing well, then. Only 50% pessimism?
Different by region.
It's a good ratio. You have to tell me your secret. Oh, and what the hell's happening? In future, you gotta have 2 save files at the beginning.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah, so, the first iteration of the FPA said, like, your first save file is 20 seconds, and then 24 after every other one. But then afterwards it got changed, like, all right, look, just make sure you have 2 save files, so that every single hour save is only 24 seconds.
Oh, shit,
of which both of you only did 1, by the way. Across 3 hours, you only saved once. You're just so confident in your Wii that, like, it's not gonna fail on you. Or...
Too busy thinking about that hook shot.
Same. To be fair, I only saved because I wanted to do Letter to Mama.
Exactly. So, the only time you saved was for actual save coming strats as well. It wasn't not lose like I should.
Yeah, during that time I was worried about magic and hook shots.
A couple times I was thinking about doing it, but then I was playing Song of Time anyway. It's like, okay.
That's fair too. There's a few resets for the cycle, yeah. It's not a huge amount of time lost. I guess if there's anything else 2 of you want to mention about the seed, then I've run out of questions.
Please
reduce. In your next match, Michi.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, overall, just great match, guys. As I say, we had an amazing time watching it. It was so close for essentially the whole thing. There was only a couple of minutes in at the end there, which just sort of held TheMichi back, which was unfortunate. We actually thought at the end, what the hell's that you weren't going to fast forward to night the 3rd day, because you were on the first day for ages going into Stone Tower Temple, and we're like, oh, they're going to forget, and they're going to be sat outside Clock Tower for like 5 minutes.
So
that before too.
I should mention this. Hello ZSR2 for the raid. Thank you. If no one wants the result of this match spoiled, probably best look away now.
Yeah,
you've probably seen already.
That's two. Both the restreams I've done for MMR, we've got raided on the interview screen.
Well.
All right, well, that's 59 more people we can get questions from. Anyone have any questions for what the hell's happened in the mission?
They would like to know anything about the race they've not seen.
If anyone's too busy to watch the race, do you just want some recap? I think we're good.
Yeah, but during that break, we have a quick mention to the trackers. Mizurio Fox, I'm probably saying that wrong every single time. And Cephalopod Toast, thank you very much for tracking this race. Could have done it without you. Thank you to Melrose, my co-commentator. Thank you to Blaze, who had an astounding contribution to the restream. They've input a lot of commentary. It was terrific. And of course, What the Hell's Happened and TheMichi, great race. Fantastic. Again, fantastic to watch. Give them a follow. Let's get that command in chat. Don't worry about me and Melrose, though. We don't need to follow us. We're just sarcastic British commentators.
We need less attention, it just encourages us.
Exactly. If the two of us paired together is just sarcasm overload.
We even scared Blaze away. You could have had good commentary, but instead you got us. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I think we will end it there, and we'll just drive the raid train from ZSR2. There's no other speedruns channel running at the minute. Silver Gauntlets is running, though. They've got a co-op match, which we could probably raid, which is about to start, Father-Son bonding versus the Locksnackers.
Who cares about co-op?
Wow,
Seriously, who cares?
For those that want some more Majora's Mask, we have another race in just about an hour. We have who's it that's racing? We have Earl Weird versus Ralia in an hour and 5 minutes on. I'm not sure which channel that'll be on, but it will be just over an hour. And then we have the next Majora's Mask after that is on Tuesday. Winners bracket round 2, Skyward versus Melrose.
Mm-hmm.
So get that penciled in your diary. It's going to be a great match to watch. And obviously, best of luck for that race, Melrose. Don't skip.
I haven't played the game since my last tournament race, so I should probably practice.
You'll be fine. If anything, you just don't want to curse it. Just take the win streak and keep it going.
Just keep it going. Is that easy? All right.
Pretty much.
I wish you told me about it in the co-op tournament. We could have got somewhere, but fine. I'll just win in this one instead.
But yeah, that is all from us. Like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and raid the Silver Gauntlets for those that are interested in watching some Ocarina of Time Rando co-op. But yeah, otherwise, see you back in about an hour for some more Majora's Mask. Good night, everyone.
Later. This is so tense. I don't know if I can speak or not.
Technically, I haven't muted it yet, and we're not even off the thing. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh no.